Yeah.
What up? What up? Welcome to Spike Punch Podcast, the best goddamn podcast in the city. What y'all motherfuckers up to out there?
Hi.
Nothing. Talking the shit.
Hey, Lala tried to be out. Hi, you should have heard her talking to me before we got on here.
I heard about to say she changed her image. She showed the biz on it.
Look at
Like the last 10 one.
And this young goddamn screaming, deep voice and everything. She got skills.
Fuck out of here, man. All right,
Let me tell you how much niggas pay.
so tonight, thank y'all for joining us again, man. We really appreciate it. Tonight, we are doing some funny shit. The Charleston White fight. That's the first thing we go do.
You want to do that first? All right.
Hell, we just got to get it off the plate. It is fucking hilarious. Hold on. Let me run down the show, though. And then we doing the Nas and Jim Jones.
Yeah.
And then we doing B. Simone. So go ahead, Lala. You got
the
it.
Charleston White joint, I didn't think it was real, so I never really saw
No,
it.
that joint was
I didn't
real.
know that was a real fight.
It was well put together production.
Man, this
Yeah,
shit.
I gotta go back and see that because I've
All
heard,
right, we
I've heard
streaming.
funny
All right. Yeah, goddamn it. I took Muhammad Ali and put that nigga face on that bitch.
Crazy thing, man. That motherfucker.
That's good though, son.
Crazy motherfucker
He
on.
was not no damn Muhammad Ali fighting though.
He certainly wasn't.
Hey, look, no, not even close.
The dude from Island Boys, one of them
Nigga won the
Island
fight.
Boys.
Oh,
He won a little
okay.
fight, and now his chest out.
He want to fight.
He want to fight everybody.
No, but he won that
Anybody want
joint,
to fight me? Come down to my weight size,
He
nigga.
won that
Island
joke
Boys
though.
don't even count though.
He won that
They
joke.
count. He got that ring. He count.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
It was the most slow motion combo I've ever
man.
seen in fight history, Shan.
He fought one of them.
yeah.
He smacked the other one. No, did he? Or no, they twins, ain't it?
They
Yeah,
twins.
yeah,
Yeah,
Looked like he smacked both of them.
Sean, if I'm Charleston White, I want to fight the white boy, Sean. They want to fight everybody. What's his name? Ryan, what's his name? The white boy that we want to fight. They fought Mike Tyson.
Oh.
I'm just saying. After watching this fight, if I'm him, I'll be like, I'll beat anybody, Sean.
Yeah.
Man, that nigga killed
He'll
that
beat the
bitch.
shit out Charleston.
They ain't even
White.
gonna
He'll
sanction that
Charleston
shit.
White, man.
Them rounds went number 2 minutes. They ain't make it to the 4th round.
I know, cause dude quit.
Yeah.
Nigga quit.
He quit on that nigga.
So this
Who
nigga,
set the fight up?
I don't know, some promoter, but whatever he did, it was fucking entertaining as a bitch.
Yeah,
That shit was
Need to
fun.
keep that shit going.
Yeah.
So this nigga is 48 with one eye, smoke weed every day,
Right.
drinking every day, and 24-year-old nigga can't beat this
Can't beat
nigga.
this nigga.
If he could have fought for 30 more seconds.
I didn't even have to like watch the whole thing, but I was like, oh, he lost. You told me earlier that that Charles like, oh, from the beginning he looked like he was winning from what I saw.
Who was winning?
Charleston White.
Oh yeah, he was winning the
Oh, yeah, he
whole
won
time.
the
Yeah, he won the whole time.
But you said that when we talked earlier that the dude won.
No, I'm talking about Charleston White. I ain't say him. I said Charleston White.
Yeah, Charles White beat his ass.
That
Yeah.
shit was funny. He spit his mouthpiece out when he
Yeah.
got tired.
Yeah.
That's a fun. That nigga can promote his motherfucking self.
Yeah,
can't
I
he?
say like every time he simmered down, he come back, he do something else. You know, like,
No, but it's just that he was either the dude didn't have his guard up because the man landed 3 straight punches and it was in slow motion.
He couldn't stop the
Boys
straight.
can't fight.
Huh?
Them boys can't fight.
All 8 punches was in slow motion.
It was slow motion.
To do nothing
Island
but get
Boys,
tattoos
yeah.
and look crazy.
I don't even know why he would even try to do that shit.
They-
But I don't
they-
know.
I know
He
why.
gonna fight?
Now give an old nigga backstory. Who the hell is the Island Boys?
So the Island Boys are some.
Weirdos.
I don't even know if you can call them influencers. They really just be on TikTok and shit. They twin brothers. They tatted up. They white boys that are tatted
They
up
used
with
to have
dreads.
they used to have the wicks.
Yeah, they used to have the wigs. They talk crazy.
Then
They
they
kiss
used to
each
rap?
other.
Then they used to
Like,
rap
Or
and
they
shit?
tried to.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Oh, so they famous on it, like on
Yeah,
they
TikTok. and all that.
Instagram famous. Yeah.
Okay.
They TikTok and they in
Okay.
that new round of.
So it
celebrities,
did.
yeah.
So I guess it did numbers then.
Absolutely.
That nigga Charles White, man. I don't know why they get online with Charles. You can't the nigga. You not
It's hard to out-talk him.
prepared to out-talk
Yeah,
him
it's hard to
on
out-talk
no level, right?
I mean, just watching him over the
That nigga
years,
Yeah.
it's hard to out-talk him because he talking shit, but he also smart.
Yeah, he also
He's
smart.
very
as a
smart.
bitch.
He's very intelligent. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he one of the niggas that's hard to. Yeah, I wouldn't try to have a talk match with that nigga.
You think?
And
I get in the ring and just beat his ass.
and it,
You would have to.
Yeah.
from what I know, started it too. They was online together, and I don't know why they get online with this guy, and you not prepared. but they go back and forth arguing. He insult Charles, and Charles start talking about his baby nigga. I'm talking about
He'll do it.
killing that nigga,
He'll do
baby.
it. He'll do it.
Kill it.
Oh, yeah, he'll
The
talk about
nigga, I don't even want to repeat what that nigga
Tell me what
said.
the baby look like.
Yes,
Oh,
man.
that's fucked
I'm
up.
talking about
That's fucked
he'll. Hey,
I heard her talk about T.I. kid.
hey.
Oh, yeah.
Terrible talk about that
shorty. I
nigga.
was like,
shorty.
if I was T.I., I still want to fight that nigga name.
I'll be like,
For the shit he said about his kid, he said about
Yeah.
King, I like, nah, nigga, I'll beat
First of
you
all,
up.
if it's King, you just gotta take it.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, though.
It's still my
Still, man,
kid.
still my kid, shorty. Right or wrong, that's my kid, bro.
Nah, I feel you,
what he
but
said about the baby, son.
Hey, the baby head.
I'm sorry. King gotta be a
Was
hard kid to
fucking- hey,
defend.
man.
sometimes.
Fucked up.
No, that's
He
what
just got
nigga.
better
That's
now
what
that
he
he
was
became a
doing.
dad.
Yeah,
Calm
that he
down.
chilled a little bit, but he
Yeah.
that was a hard kid to defend for a while.
Yeah.
Like, I would say he's mine, but nigga, I agree with him.
Oh, yeah, he would. Yeah, he's different. Look, when you have a baby, like, oh, look at the baby, and then you be like,
Look,
oh.
but it was.
Look, his outfit's so cute. That's a
interesting.
cute outfit.
Like,
Oh, wow.
He had a show and King was on it and he was cute. Like we knew he was a badass then, but he was cute. He was alright.
When he was a baby.
Was he cute?
But he was.
Very funny looking.
I'm serious. I never thought he was a cute
King
kid.
had a short period of
No
time
offense.
where he was cute, and it's definitely when he was young. Now Major was
He
different.
might have been cuter when he was young.
Major was always cute.
Yeah.
Major was cute, but King had a short cute window.
I got a universal reply when people show me babies. I'd be like, nice baby. That's all I got.
Nice
Yeah,
baby.
you nice baby.
That's a nice baby.
Cool.
The real talk, it was kind of opposite. Because if you remember, T.I. daughter Deja was not that cute growing up. She is now.
Yeah, I
But
mean,
when she
you
was
know.
younger, she
Yeah.
was.
Girls, I always get girls a pass because I get girls a pass because girls can turn out to be
Better looking.
better. You know what I'm saying? I know some girls that wasn't all that when they grew up to be beautiful women. You know what I'm saying?
A nigga I remember a long time ago, a nigga said, you post your baby on social media, the comments tell you if your baby cute or not.
I'd say they gonna see me say nice baby.
Yeah.
Somebody might go, oh, if there's a whole lot of oh,
Yeah.
your baby ain't cute.
When somebody put fire. Like,
No, now all is a cute baby. A fire is not.
yeah.
You put a fire
I was about to say that
baby
like
picture.
a fire emoji to a baby picture.
Yeah, we no.
What's that?
I'm fighting.
Yeah.
No.
What you mean?
Now
girl?
that's a cute baby. The little
Oh.
heart size. But if you get into
That's a new
Thumbs up.
universal.
yeah,
That's a
thumbs
universal.
up.
What?
Look,
Thumbs up.
disrespectful.
What?
Thumbs
That is
up
Oh.
for the baby.
Thumbs an ugly baby.
Comment about
So
the
like your
shoes.
baby
Yeah.
thumbs up.
Comment about the shoes,
Yeah.
the outfit.
Nice outfit.
Wow, that's saying the baby ugly shit.
You know,
Yeah.
no, but you know,
Nobody say,
It's a
oh,
boy
she's
and a baby.
adorable. Or
Look.
if they don't say that, you got an ugly baby.
no bullshit. The real sign that you got an ugly baby, whether it's valid or not, oh, they look just like their daddy. That means the baby ugly.
Do
I
they
don't
really?
know- I don't know why.
Kid like me, nigga. Don't be saying I'm ugly.
Yeah, you trying to say I'm ugly?
Yeah, nah.
That sounds like me.
Yeah, shit. He look just like his daddy.
Oh, you look just like your
Yeah.
daddy.
You say that?
You look over at his daddy like,
I don't know if I can agree with Lala on that one. But everything else is pretty accurate.
He said, look at the daddy. No, man.
That's
Because
funny.
I done seen some kids that look like their mama.
Nah, people talk.
You ever seen a
But look,
kid
yo,
that don't look like neither one of them?
Yes.
Yes,
It-
I
it's
have.
like, where did you
Yeah, who
come
are you?
from?
Yeah, who are you?
I got a little cousin like that.
But you look like
when you
somebody in the
see,
family.
when you see her grandfather,
Yeah.
you're like, oh.
Yeah, you got to go back another. Yeah,
Yeah.
I know some
Man, it's
black
a girl
people, too.
coming to barbershop, man. I'm talking about Chris Brown, bub.
Mhm.
Like, bitch, why you ain't with Chris Brown somewhere,
Yeah.
yo? And her mama and daddy is. I be wearing hand their ass a cane, nigga.
Yeah.
You
When they say
beat her to
two
death with it.
When they say two ugly people make a pretty baby, that is
true.
Hey.
Yeah, that's
Hey,
Yeah.
that motherfucker is smoking, shot. I don't know where she
And
came
you-
from.
What?
That's fucked
I
up.
seen
No.
it.
No, it's
No, but have you
observation.
ever seen Zendaya's parents?
Yeah.
Nah, I ain't never
never
seen.
seen Zendaya's parents. Yeah.
Right, they
People have said, yeah, people have
thumbs up.
people have made that same
Cool.
comparison, saying that, wow,
Cool.
you know.
Cool.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I don't know what they look like when they was younger, so
Yeah,
but
'cause she
Zendaya,
might-
if you see her daddy, and she got a white mama and a black daddy, and she don't look like
No, no.
neither one of
Neither
she don't.
one of
That is true. She don't look like
But
that.
nigga say if you
Look.
interracial, if you're an interracial kid or interracial person and ugly, Like you had 2 chances.
Dang.
That's fucked up. You see the El DeBarge in the moment. Have you ever seen
Oh,
the
my
DeBarge in the moment?
goodness.
I don't know.
No, it look like Mabel King from What's Happening, Shad.
Goddamn.
For real.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, she made some Ricky Fontaine,
Yeah,
motherfucker.
Right.
and the husband was an old looking white dude, looked like goddamn Russ Perot. You know what I'm saying?
I thought the bar. I thought the motherfucker was Puerto Rican or
That's
something.
what I thought.
they was too.
They black and white?
They black
Yeah,
and white.
black
Wow.
Yeah.
White.
I thought they was
Whole time
Hispanic.
I thought they
No.
was Hispanic.
No, they-
El DeBarge would lead you to believe that.
Yeah.
All of them.
Chico, yeah, Chico too. That nigga look like a cool ass.
That nigga look like a mafia nigga. Shit.
Yeah.
Except for when he was on Soul Train. You remember that?
Oh
nigga?
yeah.
I was like, that is
Chico
not
DeBarge.
Chico.
Yeah.
Chico
Yeah, Chico's fucked up.
Chico had a sweet ass album though.
Yeah.
Chico dropped when he got out of jail.
Yeah,
Hey,
Shawty,
it was hard.
all bullshit aside, that was one of the dopest R&B albums, Shawty.
Yeah, man, that shit
That,
was
that
good.
was the only album I actually listened to.
I
I
still
stole
listen
it.
to
You
it
know what I'm saying? I
sometimes.
listened to that joint.
So underrated. Chico is so underrated.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's a lot
nigga.
of people like that.
That nigga came home and cleaned up, nigga.
Hell yeah.
Real, yeah. Shout out to Chico.
Yeah, shout out Chico.
Yeah, but that Charleston White shit was so funny.
That shit was fucking
Shout out to White,
hilarious.
wow, dude.
Man, we should put links to shit like that on the motherfucker.
Yeah.
Hey, that shit was
Yeah.
hilarious.
Ain't nothing but a word. I can do that shit.
All right, let's see here. Moving on.
No, what's
Let's do this motherfucker here, yo.
Who-
I honestly didn't know nothing about this bitch till this week.
Let's keep it real. Like, all right, for those, I don't know, you might know about a little bit about B. Simone when she first came
I
out.
know
whatever.
that's what I was
When B. Simone came out, Jess Hilarious came out, did you always think that both of them were going to be on the same comedian rise?
No,
Comedy rise.
because I didn't think she was funny.
Now,
Honestly,
I
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't think neither one of them. bitches was funny.
Exactly. It won't like one was funnier than the
Yeah,
other. You know?
Nah,
So they-
Jess Hilarious. I'm not gonna disrespect Jess Hilarious like that.
No, real time in the beginning. In the beginning.
Now,
In the beginning.
my
I didn't
yeah,
see
my
it.
introduction to both of them was my initial introduction to both of them was Wildin' Out.
No,
Yeah,
that was-
exactly.
No,
It was
No,
I knew
but
of
we not-
the-
there was-
no,
I knew about Jess
I knew
Hilarious.
about
I
Jess
didn't know about B.
Hilarious.
Simone. I
I
ain't
knew
gonna lie.
of B. Simone, and I
Yeah.
didn't think she was funny.
See, and B. Simone has changed a lot just over the past few years. And it seemed like she was funny, but then she tried to be serious, and then serious didn't work, so she tried to go back to be funny, and then she tried to kind of blend it, and it just
And now
didn't
she
work.
on this religious kick,
Yeah,
but
and
it's
it
kind of
But you had
backfiring.
too much going on. Because first you were okay,
Bitch
you were
lost.
funny. You had the little tone, the little high pitched voice that you do. Okay, cool. You was on Wildin' Out. All right, cool. You had your whole thing when you was obsessed with the baby. All right.
You got lucky with Wildin' Out, because I don't understand how you ended up on there.
That-
It was.
That was her biggest paycheck.
I know
Right.
she fit
I'm get to that
because
in a
it's
second.
short,
That's
it's quick. Like
interesting
she
thing.
kind of fit, and she played that part well.
She had a nice
So-
internet run too, right?
She had a little
Yeah,
internet
yeah,
run.
yeah.
I
And the
think
thing
Jess funny on the internet.
She's
I
got
think just
a-
funny when she just
As a
talk.
personality.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
That's what I
she's
said.
funny.
Jess is
That's all.
definitely funnier than B. Simone.
Doing a stand-up
Yeah.
routine.
Yeah.
Now, see, B. Simone, I haven't seen too many of her stand. I know she does them.
Yeah.
I haven't seen too many of them, but
She
she
suck.
definitely
Terrible.
had.
She terrible for real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Terrible.
She
It ain't
definitely
worth
had
the look. It ain't worth
a
the.
thing that she fit into. So like on Wildin' Out, her kind of thing is people pick on her. She was obsessed with the baby.
Yeah.
And she had that high pitched tone. Like that was kind of her thing.
Yeah.
And it worked for her for a while. But then when it started to, especially when it was the whole thing about her writing a book and then like
Somebody
she
else
a
wrote
book, but it was actually the whole thing was plagiarized or whatever. And they went on her with that.
Yeah.
That was
I forgot about that.
I want to say this.
Go ahead.
She was sharper than Jess Hilarious on Wild and Out.
She was.
Sharper.
She was quicker.
She was quicker.
Okay.
quicker.
Yeah, Just sucked on Wild and Out.
She did.
and see both of them.
They
had
want her
things.
lane.
Yeah, and see both like
Yeah,
Jess-
that one just Lane.
They want Jess
That's
Lane.
understandable.
These Simone was way sharper.
Yeah, just on one night, her thing was like she was another one that got picked on, but she was almost like kind of the bully on there. And then she basically was almost like the female DC. Like they got on her because she was the easiest person to crack on because
Yeah.
she looked
They
like a man.
they
and
call
had
it. She
these
looked like a man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
It was one of those things. But I think, if anything, I think Jess
I don't
Hilarious.
even think she looked like a man. I think she looked like a man.
Jess,
I used to.
she
She
looks a
had-
She
lot
got that
better.
booty
No,
though.
she looked a lot better now.
She
Got
looked-
that butt
But
though.
at first though, she was scrambling.
Yeah,
If
she
we,
was.
if we just talking about her face,
Jess was scrambling, shorty.
she just has
I
a
mean-
very hard face.
Yeah, she had a strong
Like she's
face.
very, yeah, she has a strong face. She's pretty, But then also like her hair, her makeup, everything kind of goes.
Yeah, when she put it together, she's
Yeah,
nice
she put it
looking.
together. She's good looking
Yeah,
now.
she's nice
I think she looks nice
Now,
now.
what's
But at first
crazy
though,
is-
yeah, she was scrambling.
Oh,
I
Lancey.
don't know if you've seen her daughter,
Lancey at the door.
Who?
her Just Hilarious, because Just Hilarious just had a little girl.
Okay.
That little girl looked nothing like her.
But she look like the daddy.
Yeah.
Looked just like, and I can't even say she like a daddy because her face still coming in. Like
Yeah.
she got definitely got her daddy.
Well,
Did
she
you see how dark Just Hilarious is?
Yeah.
That baby lighter than you.
Yeah.
But her baby daddy is an R&B nigga, ain't it? Rome?
No.
Oh, he not an R&B singer?
Ain't he a comedian
And
or
I
something?
thought that was her. I think Rome is her baby daddy, the older, the author.
Yeah, that's her oldest son. So
Oh.
Could be a singer. I don't know. I never seen him
I
sing.
thought
anything.
Rome. Yeah, I remember Rome being a singer, Shawty.
Yeah, I mean, you talking about Rome, the old nigga Rome?
The singer.
That nigga old
I
as hell.
love
that supposed to be her daddy.
Right, that is not her baby daddy.
Hell no.
So, question. Good question.
What's up?
So, this big scandal and all of this shit about this woman, man. I saw what she said about on the Nick Cannon shit, and apparently this was in 2000, so it was a while
A
ago.
while back, yeah.
I don't know, do people be listening, interpreting what people... Because what she said, when I looked at it 3 or 4 separate times to make sure I'm understanding, she didn't say nothing about money with the 9 to 5. Her argument was pretty fair.
Hold on, what you talking about?
B. Simone, when she
Yeah,
Nick
when she
Cannon supposed to try
she
to set her
wouldn't
up
date- yeah, she
on a
wouldn't-
date and give me
wouldn't date a 9 to 5.
Yeah, but-
no. So she had a whole thing with that. So she was like, she can't date a nigga with a 9 to 5 because she doesn't have a 9 to 5.
right.
So she's got to have.
That's
somebody...
not bad.
No. It wasn't that she said it. It was the full circle moment. Because now.
Yeah.
you
No,
were
I
like-
haven't even got to that
Yeah,
yet.
that's why. That's the only reason why they brought it
Yeah,
up.
but
Right.
I
So what? No, what she
Yeah,
said, what she
yeah,
said at the
yeah, huh?
time, for the most part, was not wrong. She's like, I need somebody who's scheduled.
so what was
Fix your
people
man.
hearing? Is my question.
That she don't want a
It was
nigga
a
dating a
what?
regular job.
Right, but that's not what she said
It
though.
was the timing of it. It was the way she said it and everything. Plus, people get into whatever. So at the time, she wasn't that hot.
And people, basically, people was like,
And
man,
Right.
you won.
The way she
you
did it and the
won,
way she openly did
But-
it,
and
it did seem like she was
That's why
not.
Kevin Samuel said what he said.
They was
Yeah,
saying you
but
one
that-
step away from being on a 9 to 5.
Yeah, you one step away from being a 9 to
But-
5 yourself.
Yeah.
That's my point.
Uh-huh.
When I listened to it, that's not what she said.
Okay.
She said, he was like, and Nick took it there. You can't mess with a guy with a 9 to 5. That's what Nick said.
Yeah.
No,
But
no,
when
no.
she's, come on, Lala.
Yeah, let him
No,
finish.
Come on,
What
Lala.
I'm
Come on,
saying is-
Lala.
Let him finish.
Come on,
Go
Lala.
ahead, go ahead.
Come on now.
Go ahead.
So Nick turns it into that, but that's what Nick said. Oh, you can't work with a dude that got a labor job or a skill or whatever. And then she said that, no, I need an entrepreneur. He's not gonna understand my schedule. We need to be in the same place to link in together. So how did you hear I won't mess with a 9 to 5 nigga like it's money related? It was lifestyle related.
Lifestyle
It was
related.
the original post. So if you're talking about her talking to Nick Cannon, he was responding to her original post. So if you didn't see that, that's why you're missing it. Because in her original joint, when she was talking about not messing with niggas in 9 to 5, that's when she went left with it. So then when Nick was talking to her about it, it was different. But if that's the video you saw,
Yeah.
that's why you feel the way you feel.
Yeah.
You gotta see the actual original one.
Yeah, and I'm
She said like beyond like the conversation kept going. She was like, no, I need a CEO. I need a ghost type nigga.
a ghost.
Power.
Yeah, power.
Yeah,
In her original post
Yeah.
that he was referencing, she
Yeah,
did
it
go
was-
in.
it was
Like,
about money.
People absolutely were.
It was about
valid.
Yeah,
money.
you never say, okay. And I can go for that. I'm just trying to get to I didn't understand.
Yeah, it
Because
just
you didn't see it.
and it
Yeah.
just and now she on some more. I can't shop at Bloomingdale's. I got to shop. What is the H&M?
Mhm.
And everybody was like, "Oh no, you want a nigga that you want a ghost type nigga? Like you, so a nigga, so you want to date a nigga like Ghost, but you can't even. You ain't got enough money to shop at Bloomingdale's now. So at the end of the day, they felt like her career should have.
Did she ever say I ain't fucking with no broke nigga?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
She have said that.
All right. That's what I need
Yeah.
to hear.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, she said that.
That's what I
She
need.
said that several times.
Yeah.
Not on the Cannon show, just
Yeah, on her-
in her line.
Yeah,
Yeah.
even her
Yeah.
little social media stuff, the way she was doing it, yeah, she
I
absolutely.
you shouldn't fuck with a broke nigga. But
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you know what I'm saying.
Right.
You
I mean,
shouldn't be
to
fucking
say-
with a
to
broke
say-
nigga.
But she also got.
I don't think nothing wrong. Like I don't think because everybody want to have somebody who has something.
Yeah, why would you want a broke nigga?
Yeah. Why would you want a broke nigga?
Nigga,
But,
why you mad she don't want a broke nigga?
Yeah.
Don't be broke.
Yeah, I think
You can fix broke.
I think for you to I think for you to like kind of like the way she carry herself, whatever.
Okay.
She thinks
Yeah.
she's better than everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Bloomingdale shit was some really tone deaf shit.
Yeah.
But also,
That shit was tone deaf as a
I wouldn't
motherfucker.
even told nobody that shit.
No.
right. But also,
But it
she got in trouble for like other stuff too that people like plagiarizing
Yeah,
her book.
the book.
That's why they pulled the book from the shelves.
Yeah, nigga, like she was doing
She
comedy,
was
she told people
charging-
jokes.
She was charged, and she stole people
Yeah.
jokes. She was
Yeah.
charging for people to be her close friends on Instagram.
Oh yeah, I remember that
Oh,
too.
he did-
they
I do
pranked
remember
her
that.
so
Wow.
long.
I do remember that.
I
That's
remember-
not gonna last.
Yeah, she was
I
she
do
was
remember
she was
when
also
when Jackie
selling
O
no,
died.
she also was selling fitness stuff
Yeah,
and like giving fitness advice, but she was on Ozempic
yeah.
the whole time. So they was
Wow.
Low quality shit.
Low
That's
quality
some low
shit.
quality
Yeah.
When
shit,
DC
yo.
Young
That
Fly
was like-
girlfriend died,
that whole thing that y'all was just talking. That was like the least of my concern.
Yeah.
with her.
Okay.
Like that.
when
that
DC
was
Young
my
Fly
thing with her.
girlfriend died, that was around the time that Close Friends was coming out and all the celebrities was getting on it. No, it wasn't Close Friends. It was the subscriptions. So
okay.
it was you had the subscription, but then it was the Close Friends. But then if you subscribe, you got whatever. And I want to say it was like a day or two after Jackie O died, and she was like, "Oh hey, I'm going through this. I'm dealing with but subscribe to if you get the subscription, you can see me mourn or some shit like that."
Yeah.
Oh
They
yeah,
got
yeah,
on
yeah,
her
yeah,
ass.
yeah, 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 yeah. I remember
They
that.
got on
I remember
her
that shit.
ass.
So what's she
So,
doing?
so here goes another leg of the race, right? And I might have been telling Foom or Rock earlier today, but I was listening to some celebrity. I can't remember the name. But he was talking about a friend of his that he was on like a big sitcom, right? And this goes directly to B. Simone, and it's just lack of understanding the room you in. But he was saying the dude was on a really big show, right? Him and his wife got divorced. So really big show meaning you getting paid a lot of money.
Right.
And him and his wife got divorced and they gave him an order to pay whatever, right? But he was saying what the problem is when you a celebrity like that, chances are you only getting one big show in a career, yo.
Yeah.
You only getting one.
Most of the time.
And I can most of the vast
Yeah.
like Al Bundy got a big show now.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The
Tisha
list-
Modern
Tisha
people.
Campbell caught 2.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
right.
saying? Like, you know, that like
Tisha Campbell might have caught 3. What's
might
that?
have caught 3.
She caught the.
I know she
Well,
caught
house
2
parties.
for
The
Joe.
house party.
No, I'm
No,
talking about
You
TV
talking
show.
about Tashina Arnold?
Tashina Arnold caught 2.
Campbell had 2.
She had Martin.
Tisha had a
And
few.
my wife and my kids.
My wife-
Yeah, my wife and kids and
But
Martin.
Tashina Arnold had a couple of.
Yeah, she had a few.
She had everybody.
Still on
Everybody
neighbors.
hates
I would
Like,
say-
a few people that had-
Yeah.
Neighborhood.
I would say the big show, because all the shows ain't big, but
No.
Martin was definitely big.
Yeah.
My wife and kids was big
And
too.
everybody
Yeah.
hates Chris was
And
big.
Everybody Hate Chris was definitely big.
Yeah, Tashina Arnold.
Award-winning
Yeah.
big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm talking about across the border, not just in we enjoy it. I'm
Yeah.
talking about
Oh, hold on.
it's
Because it was my bad. It was Martin, my wife and kids, and won't you on In the House too? Oh no, that was Lisa Ray.
That was,
No.
no, that was Lisa Ray.
she had a show way back in the
That
day
was Debbie Allen.
like,
No,
with Ricky Schroeder, then in Tisha Arnold. That was
Who
the first
was
time I
that?
saw Tisha Arnold.
Talking about Tisha Arnold
Or Tisha
or
Campbell.
Not
Campbell?
Tisha Campbell, I'm sorry.
all of us.
Yeah.
One of us.
Oh, all of us.
No, she won't
that
on
was
there.
Lisa Ray.
That was
though.
Lisa
Lisa
Ray.
Ray, yeah.
Yeah,
That
but
was
either
Dwayne-
way-
oh, it was Dwayne Martin.
Yeah.
That's why I was thinking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, anyway, yeah.
but either way,
Yeah.
you don't typically get
Most people don't get.
you're not getting a big show
Chance out,
twice,
chance
yo.
out.
You can try.
Yeah.
But and it happens 1 out of 100. That
Yeah,
you'll
yeah.
get.
There's a few. Yeah, like
You know, like
most people don't.
like the Golden Girls was fucking huge.
Yeah.
And then Maude was fucking huge in the
Yeah.
70s.
Yeah, Mark.
It just
yeah.
don't happen like that. All right.
Yeah.
But the same thing would be Simone. So you catch a break with Wildin' Out,
Mm-hmm.
but chances are that's your ride.
That's
Yeah.
a ride.
You
yeah.
gotta maximize that shit, and then you come out and give a list of shit like y'all discussed. You
Yeah.
goddamn unscrupulous. You goddamn lie on your products. You motherfucking steal people work, and you're a very low character,
And she's a
and it
terrible
don't
friend.
sustain itself.
She been exposed as
That
being
was
a
the
terrible
other part
friend.
Yeah,
too.
I
When
saw all
Martin
that.
was up there.
Exposed
Yeah,
for
that
being-
was
that was the
part.
latest. Is that she
Yeah.
was exposed for being a well, she was already exposed for being a terrible friend from
Yeah.
another situation. A friend of hers needed some financial help,
What?
She said that she wouldn't. No, that was a different one.
Oh,
This one
different
happened
one?
a couple years ago.
Okay.
The other one you talking about just happened, where she
Yeah.
was talking to her friend,
Yeah, she
another
was like,
friend.
I had this going
And
on, and this
the
going
girl,
on, and this
I guess,
going
that
on.
got her stuff together. She, she got like a lot of different deals coming in the works. And B. Simone was like, she was jealous. Well, not so much jealous, but she felt some type of way that she wasn't responsible for that girl getting that deal, or something in that manner.
She tried to cover it up by saying, I want us to make money together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
She coulda did it.
But yeah,
But you
the,
feel like you
the
could
real
have done
thing is
it.
you're upset because you wasn't responsible for
me
her
getting-
success.
Right.
You know
exactly.
what I'm saying?
That's
But then the
lame.
point where it was like,
Real
I
lame.
had this,
Lame.
like, you
That's
were supposed to be my
lame,
friend. You knew
yo.
I had this going on. I had
Exactly.
that going on. Like, you knew I needed
Right.
I watched you give a whole check and money to other people, and you knew I was going through this.
Mhm.
What about giving her an opportunity?
Okay, yeah,
You
give her-
visible. Why
Exactly.
don't you give her an opportunity?
Right.
Exactly.
That's the thing.
I don't owe you no money,
I
but
think-
Now,
I
I don't know
can
if
help
it's
you
the
with an
same
opportunity.
friend that's now. I need to do
Yeah.
research, but I don't know if that's the same friend that is now in a place that's she basically in a better position than B. Simone.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, the bitch talking about now in a better
Right.
position than she in.
Yeah.
You
So
know what
when
I'm
you
saying?
couple it all together, you got your one shot, and then you maximize it, but you did it with bad character.
Yeah.
And now that shit run out, and you burn your bridges, and then your friend passes, she don't want to help you.
Yeah, she probably ain't gonna help you. Yeah.
So now you're broke, or on the way to
I don't
broke.
know if she
On-
broke.
Or on the way to broke.
I don't think she broke,
Huh?
baby. She's sitting there crying.
Nope.
I don't think
Pretty
so.
V just went live
Oh,
today.
Pretty V, yeah. I
She
think
went
Pretty
live
V,
talking about.
Yeah.
So what? So what if
yeah.
your friend get a audition and you don't get it? You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
what if you broke? So
Yeah.
what? Like,
So what you shop
She-
H&M? So what?
yeah, she was like, she was
Yeah.
just saying all
That's
that
some
shit.
bad shit to say to your crowd, man.
Yeah.
Most people ain't even got the H&M.
Yeah, a lot of people ain't even got the H&M.
Yeah, most people at Marshalls and goddamn
Right.
and Burlington
Right.
and shit like that.
Yeah.
And Amazon and
You know what I
fucking,
mean?
That confused me because I thought H&M was an expensive store.
Yeah.
yeah, it
Like,
is.
That's
I mean,
the whole
it's not
point.
expensive, but-
Yeah.
That's the whole
Yeah.
point. A lot of people don't even
It's
make
Yeah,
it.
it's not cheap, yo.
Actually, it's cheaper
Yeah,
than
H&M is not cheap.
Bloomingdale's.
Yeah, but it
so-
ain't cheaper than Target.
Right.
Yeah, it's
It ain't
the
Marshalls,
next.
It ain't cheaper than
Target than
you
that.
know,
Target more
Burlington.
expensive than Burlington, right?
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
But then H&M is like right under Macy's. It's
Yeah.
Right,
Abercrombie and
exactly.
Fitch.
Right.
It's
Okay.
Gap.
Right.
It's, yeah.
It's
right in the
American
It's,
Eagle.
yeah,
You
it's
know
not
what I'm saying?
Bloomingdale's.
Okay.
But it ain't cheap, though.
Yeah,
Yeah, it ain't cheap.
Bloomingdale's, yeah.
Yeah, it ain't cheap.
Yeah, you can get a $300 coat out of H&M.
It ain't the most
Yeah.
expensive shit.
Yeah.
I mean, 'cause I shop at places like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like it's not cheap.
Yeah, it ain't cheap. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cheap compared to Bloomingdale's, but it
Yeah.
ain't cheap.
Right. Right.
It ain't even.
So that's why I
bothering
said
them.
that's some shit. That's some shit you don't. That's shit you don't even.
Who gives a fuck?
If you didn't say it, who would know?
Yeah.
Exactly.
They ain't even no shit to say.
Sometimes things
that
be kept to
so
yourself.
that would break your heart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bitch, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
She
All this
basically
shit
saying,
going
oh my God,
on
I had
in
to go to
life.
French
All this
Jewelry
shit going
Center.
on in the world and life. Is that what you care about?
Yeah.
That what
Get
you
the
care to
fuck
flex
outta
on a nigga with?
That's a shallow motherfucker right there.
Right.
Yeah.
That's some shallow
And
shit.
that's why people definitely don't
Yeah.
deal with
That's
her.
average. Yeah.
She's not really liked by
No.
by
Oh, yeah, she's
society.
Not even her
Good.
peers.
Not really.
She don't seem like
Yeah.
a good. She don't seem like a good
A
person.
good person, exactly. And that's why I said I never liked her.
She was like a good
I
person.
couldn't point
yeah.
my finger on what it was about her, but it's
Yeah.
stuff. Eventually, stuff kept coming
But
up.
you know what's crazy? I want to say Maddie, and granted it was during Wild 'N Out, but it was funny because Maddie got on her. She was like, "How you lose weight and still look the same?"
Yeah, she did say that.
And
That's
I was
funny.
like,
That was
but
fucked
it
up.
was because she had this whole thing because it was even like when her sister had like cancer or some shit, so she cut her hair.
Yeah.
And it was like I done cut all my hair off and I'm going through this with my sister and doing whatever. But you definitely still.
Did you
She
do that
was-
for your sister, or did you do that just to show?
Yeah.
Like, as
She
just-
was like-
Everything that
entertainment.
happened was watch me do this.
Right.
Oh, my sister got cancer. Watch me wash my hair and cut my hair off.
It was
Oh,
like with her and Pretty V. I looked at both of them and I was like, okay, cool. One funny, one looked good. They both attractive kind of. But B Simone wasn't the if they get rid of her, the show gonna
Oh,
be
yeah.
She wasn't that person. You know what I'm saying?
But Pretty V ain't either. 'Cause
Pretty
honestly,
V's was more of a popular. She became a popular character, and then she started doing the shit with goddamn
I
Desi,
think.
and then that was she really took off.
I think Pretty V got more talent than her as far as like interview skills, communication skills,
Yeah.
personality. You know what I'm saying? You know, I think she's better in that way. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Mhm.
So
Do you feel bad when people get what they work for?
no,
No.
Yeah, because you work your ass for a good result, and I'm happy.
Yeah, right.
But me, if you work your ass for a bad result and get paid,
Yeah.
I'm happy.
I just
Right.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I don't got a problem with it.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
I just think B Simone ran her course.
Yeah.
And it
I
got low.
honestly think it ran too long.
It got low,
so
yeah.
We passed due.
But
It
you know,
happens.
you would think though, because she never found her niche, because it'd have been whack if she
that's
started doing
because she
shit.
That's what I
wasn't.
wanted to say
That's
earlier.
because she wasn't authentic. She
Right.
has never
Yeah.
been
That I wanted to
authentic.
say earlier. When you when you not in touch with yourself,
Yeah.
Right.
you gonna lose, bruh.
You gonna lose.
You gonna lose.
Every
If you're not in
time,
touch with yourself, you gonna fucking lose.
You ain't lying, son.
You know what I'm saying? So whatever she was doing that got there, I don't even know if that was her or not. You know what I'm saying? But I felt like on Wild 'N Out, she had a little personality. Like that she was sharp. She had some funny moments on that jump.
Yeah.
So I felt like she could have ran with that if that's really her personality. But like you say,
Right.
she switch up, she gets serious, then the bitch wanna say she losing weight and she not. She got bad character
And the other
traits.
thing about Wild 'N Out is they go through a lot of people.
Right.
Yeah.
Like they
But they got their favorites though.
do
Yeah.
have their favorites,
Yeah.
and that kind of appeals to it because you have to look at who's been on it and how long they've been on it. So there were some people that lasted a season or two. Some people that's been on it for a nice little minute.
Now I'm gonna
and
tell you
they
what
doing
I'm gonna tell you what I seen on
But-
Wild 'N Out. I seen a bunch of fucking wolves, bruh. And the
Yes.
niggas and the motherfuckers who stood out was the talented
Yeah,
motherfuckers.
Talented
Yep.
motherfuckers.
If you had talent, you was gonna stand out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what's crazy that I've seen too, because we all know I love battle rap. I've literally watched battle rappers battle other people that have been on Wild 'N Out, like, yo, tell them they can't put me on.
Yeah.
Right.
Like it gotta get slid in there, and normally it's a joke or whatever else. But no,
It ain't no
like
joke.
it's dead
Yeah.
ass battle rappers
Relationship
that are
could
like,
get you
hey,
in there.
Yeah.
For real.
He'll get you in there. 'Cause
Relationship,
Nick
usually that's how it works.
Nick Cannon will give you a chance. He
Yeah.
gave niggas a
My
chance.
relationship
and if
will
you
get
make
you
it
in.
on there, you don't. If you don't, you don't. You do, you do.
He tried all the people for the internet that got internet.
Yeah,
followers.
so did she have a lot of internet followers
Yes.
prior
Yeah.
to Wild 'N
Yeah.
Out?
Yeah.
There it
Yeah,
is.
on there.
Oh,
She was known-
there it is.
He was known for the girlfriend advice.
My
I got a boyfriend.
boyfriend.
Yeah, all that bullshit.
a little tone
And
thing.
like I said, I ain't mad at that. I'm glad she got on there. But like I say, and like in her defense, she did all right on that.
She
jump.
did all right.
You
She
know
had a
what I'm
run.
saying? She just ain't know how to. She ain't know how to do it after Wild 'N Out. She ain't know what to do after that. Like Chico and
Yeah.
DC and Carlos, they found a way to get a check out the Wild 'N Out.
Yeah.
Hey, 85.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, them niggas working.
And they basically doing Wild 'N Out shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Just on
Them
their
niggas was solid too. When they
All
kicked,
three of them was solid.
yeah,
on
when
the
they
show.
kicked Nick, they was like, nah, we ain't going on there without Nick.
Yeah.
That's some stand up shit there,
Now,
yo.
DC did some
DC
stand-up shit.
did.
'Cause
Hey, DC was- yeah.
you know they wanted DC to host Wild 'N Out
Yeah.
after Nick. He
After
said
Nick,
no.
was like,
said
nah.
He said,
yeah.
hell no.
He said that's a nigga
That's
that put
some
me on.
stand up
That's some
shit.
real stand-up
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, that's
He had a
right.
chance to get the big check, and he's like,
But
nah.
you know it's funny because other niggas would.
Oh yeah.
I don't think he would have been wrong if he would have, but you got to do it the right way.
Right.
You got to call the man, me and you.
Right, yeah, we
and
have
I
to
ain't
talk.
talking about a phone call.
No,
I need
sit
to go
down.
talk to
Sit
you.
down.
Yeah, sit down.
Hey,
yeah.
thank you for everything you did. What do you think about this? And
Right.
don't lie to me.
It's funny y'all
Yeah.
said that.
I
'cause
don't think nothing wrong with that.
This is way off the subject.
Lord.
But I thought Jesse Jackson shot it. I heard a story about Jesse Jackson
This is
and
good.
Martin Luther King.
Yeah.
Okay.
And what Jesse Jackson did to get his political rise. That's a snake ass nigga.
Oh yeah,
son.
we know. I heard the Jesse Jackson stories.
I never knew that about
Yeah.
that
I
man.
don't
But
even
anyway,
know.
that's something
But
else.
Anyway,
I'm not even surprised.
And
So,
Britt, I'm
Let's do
gonna
something
ask
different
you.
later, but-
Do you think when it comes to the comparison between the two, do you think that B Simone has already peaked, but Jess Hilarious has still kind of got some more going on? To me, B Simone has kind of peaked.
I think
Like,
B.
I don't-
Simone has
Oh, yeah, I think
peaked.
Oh, man, she
so,
peaked to
yeah.
She ain't gonna get no.
No.
Yeah, like
not
B
yet.
Simone has peaked.
But I
Getting aired on the internet this week don't help.
no.
Because everything that ever happened gonna get said again this week.
Yeah.
And it's gonna get said all together. Yeah,
But
that's
you know what I
not
think the
good.
biggest thing is because honestly, especially when you look at the two of them, look at B Simone getting compared to her friends and everything that happened,
Yeah.
and then look how Jess Hilarious handled that situation when they had to try to get Shorty go to replace her. Both of y'all handled that different.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
was handled differently. Y'all both reacted differently, and honestly, it was just it seemed like okay, Jess Hilarious, we really can't lose you. Like even though we tried to,
Who
we
can't
really
lose her?
can't lose you.
Chill.
I can't say Breakfast Club said they couldn't lose, but they knew how valuable she was. So it was all right. We got to try to find
Jess is valuable to the show.
exactly.
If
B
you think about it though.
Think so?
I don't
Yeah, Cause she funny, man.
I think she could,
And
but
she was original.
Yeah,
Like
she-
Jessica
she ain't
Lange was-
irreplaceable.
No.
So like
Jess not
Jessica,
irreplaceable.
Charlamagne ain't the only nigga unreplaceable on that
Yeah,
bitch.
Jess is
But
not
they all-
irreplaceable.
yeah,
so.
even if it's not irreplaceable, y'all also just saw what the value was.
Yeah.
So B Simone, you're
Washed.
Yeah.
I want
Her
that.
run, her
I
run.
think
I just met you
okay.
this week and
But
you're
I
washed.
think
I think
Jess
she-
still got some.
Yeah, and
some
Jess
Yeah,
still
Jess
got
got
more.
legs.
I think
Yeah.
Jess got a better work ethic too.
She
though.
does.
Jess, Jess in a way better position and Jess for Ricardo, right?
Yeah.
She'll stay in that position.
And you know,
But I will say this: if that should have went left with Jess on the Breakfast
Oh, should've
Club,
been all right.
they'd have been just fine.
should have been alright.
Yeah, she
I was about to say should have been alright.
Yeah.
But yeah, and they both would have.
Yeah,
And that's
they'd
the
have been
thing.
just.
She would've been fine, too.
I'm saying the Breakfast Club would have been just fine.
Yeah.
And Jess probably would be too.
Exactly.
But that,
But if that had been B Simone, Breakfast Club would have been fine, and she
She
would have
been
been.
Yeah, she wouldn't even. Yeah, right.
When I see shit like Brittany said, man, it just stick to me. I file it away. When you say you're selling health equipment, right?
Yeah. She,
And you're selling it through your new body,
Yeah.
but you're taking Ozempic. That say everything I need.
That's
to
a
know
lot of
about you.
yeah, that's a
motherfuckers.
lot.
That says everything I need to know about you.
That's a lot of
you know
motherfuckers.
Everything.
Do you know how many
Yeah,
of the
that's right.
Kardashians was selling
Yeah. That's a lot of motherfuckers doing that shit.
shit like
Yeah.
that?
No, it's motherfucker doing it, but I'm talking. She's selling it like she got the body through.
I got the
equipment.
results.
I'm selling you.
Right.
I got the
Yeah.
results through
Yeah,
that.
she
But I'm
didn't
Some of the
get
yeah,
Kardashians,
that's,
right.
that's
Khloe
trash, bro.
Kardashian was doing the same.
Yeah, they
That's
all,
right.
lots of celebrities
Because
do
these
that
people
shit.
buying this shit from
Yeah.
you and it's probably not even fucking working.
Exactly. Khloe Kardashian.
But you
did the
racking
same
up
shit.
money.
Yeah, that's trash.
It's a chick. I
that's
forgot her
trash, man.
It's an exercise girl name. She was doing a workout, but it came back that she was on Ozempic. But she's selling like workout tapes. And
I know
shit.
who you're talking about. I can't think of who it
Yeah,
is, but I
I
know
saw that
exactly who you're
shit.
talking about.
And she was on Ozempic.
Can I tell you what? But and this a thing too. Is she working out every day online and not getting results? But now either way, it's
No,
yeah.
she said I
That's
lost
dubious.
this weight
I
by
lost this
doing
weight
this.
by
And you
doing
can't.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
can, too.
dubious. That's just all
Yeah.
to that shit,
Yeah.
man. You can't
Yeah.
do that shit, man. You don't do that shit,
Yeah.
yo.
I mean, it's, you know.
Goddamn, bitch. It'd be better for you to work out and lose 15 pounds and say, this is what I did by this, and I ain't never making enough 15, but goddamn working my ass
Right,
off.
yeah, I'm working.
That's
yeah,
realer
right.
to a nigga.
Right.
Especially somebody trying to get healthy, a big girl,
Yeah.
and she say, well, I could lose 15 pounds. Boo, that's a start.
That's a start.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Right.
And I'm looking at you, and I know I ain't perfect, and you telling me you ain't perfect. That's motivation.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's motivation.
Yeah,
yo.
that's,
Nah, but she was lying
that's
about
feeling
it.
befriended. That's like
She
we doing
lying
it together.
about it though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's feeling befriended.
Nah,
But anyway,
but yeah, but she, you know.
Yeah, like I say, I always could like I never liked her. I never disliked her.
Yeah.
But now I
I
just see
just
her
never-
character of a person. I be
Yeah, I don't like
Yeah, I just I didn't like her. I just never paid attention to her. I didn't
Yeah.
think to.
She don't stand out. She don't
No.
really
You know
do
what I'm
nothing.
saying? She never moved me one way or another. You know what I'm saying? So, you know.
All right, well, let me get to these motherfucking bills.
Visit the Spiked Punch store. Quality, garments, style. Shop online at the link below.
The Spiked Punch podcast is sponsored by our friends at designonline.net, Bloodlines Apparel, and Spin 100 Radio. Now, back to the show.
Look at you. You ain't gonna let nobody get
Lance, did you have something to say?
I was gonna say something.
Well, go on, sit over there and say something while
Hold
we
on,
on
move that
break.
bag.
Waiting on goddamn.
Go ahead, get over there,
Lala.
man. You push your mic up a little bit, Ray, so you get back.
See what we're talking about in this camp.
All right, hold on.
doing, nigga.
Stand out the way you heard.
Listen, get that clip on mic. Put that on. That's all. I hear that bitch.
Yeah,
Go sit in the barber chair. It's your own like a motherfucker.
I got it though.
Oh,
Ah, boy.
yeah. And the bag and everything. Just put it on your shirt, on Lance.
I know another one.
Stop being bossy.
Man, y'all get y'all motherfucking ass. Lola, Gladys, beat it. Y'all don't gotta leave. No, come on. Come on, you ain't gotta leave. Just come with me. Come on, Lola. Set your ragged ass down.
Them niggas straight human.
Oh, you being like that. You ain't gotta leave.
They human as a bitch. How the fuck you don't learn how not to leave, shit?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I'm telling you, man. You
They
got
humans as a
when you got
bitch.
your
Dogs
dog
are
long enough.
smart,
No,
yeah.
fuck that. Them niggas human, son.
No,
like
nigga,
straight up.
I'm
son.
telling you.
Nah.
Courtesy the same fucking
For
way.
real. You thought they like that?
Man, nigga, I'm telling you, when you have your dog long enough, shit. Brittany seen it.
You said, hey, Go give me a beer, goddamn.
Dogs are
Like
smart.
Purdy, go to your cage.
Dogs
Purdy,
are
come here.
smart.
Purdy, go upstairs and Purdy, go downstairs and drink some water. Purdy know all that shit.
That's crazy.
All that shit.
If you told her every day go get a beer and showed her what she
Yeah,
does, she'll do it.
over here.
You do it every
Yeah.
day. That's all that shit is. It's every day.
Yep.
Sit down.
Go outside
Get
and
back.
pee-pee.
Outside.
Yeah.
Come
She'll
here.
go right
Yeah,
here.
she do.
Purdy go right.
Yeah.
When I say Purdy go outside and pee, she
Go
go
right.
right to the yard and pee and come back in the house.
Oh, that's dope. That's
Yeah.
dope. You don't beat her though.
Huh?
You beat her dog.
Hell yeah. That's how you
That nigga animal abuser, man.
No, nigga, you.
Hell no,
I
nigga.
mean,
He
you
He
kick the dog.
He foot that bitch.
Right.
Like, I feel
ain't
sorry
never
for her.
seen me foot no dog.
Man,
I done
you-
beat a dog ass
I feel
before.
sorry. I'm like, damn, bitch, what you doing?
Yeah. I whoop a kid.
And she gonna learn today.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Whoop a dog too.
No, but
Alright, so-
to be fair, that dog, I think it was Gladys, was standing right there in the kitchen, and while we were talking, and peed on the floor.
You know what I learned though?
Wow.
You know what I learned though? You don't really gotta hurt no dog. A flip flop do the same thing.
Yeah,
It's just loud.
he threw a
Yeah,
flip-
It don't hurt. It's just loud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't kill her, but you know.
Well, it's
that's
punishment to go with bad behavior,
Yeah.
especially when you know you
Yeah.
did it.
And like I say, she way more tame than she.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
You chilling,
though.
I'm chilling.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
All right.
Pretty spoiling shit.
Purdy is spoiled.
Man,
Pretty
dogs.
spoiled shit.
Man, Rock one here, nigga. My dogs have a bedroom.
Oh
nigga.
yeah, I already know. I know.
Bed.
The
goddamn
dogs that have a
couch.
bedroom,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, living
Be a
room.
TV in there.
Right,
Right,
yeah.
You talking about? All right, let's go and get to it. Oh, you don't want to introduce her, I guess.
Yo, straight out the goddamn Henrico High School years. We talking about man Lance, you know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
No doubt.
Wait,
What else you do, Lance?
Wait, what?
Oh,
What else you be doing, Lance?
What up? Hey,
wait.
DJ a little bit, play congos a little bit,
Yeah.
MC a little bit.
MC a little
Yeah,
bit.
man.
No doubt.
Yeah, I
That's
had fun
what
with it.
Spice to his name, man. He said, yeah, man, he was right, yeah, but it's Lance.
Listen, like, hey,
No.
hey, look,
I was gonna let him do his introduction.
hey, look. Used to run records back in the
Yeah,
day.
no doubt. Lance the
Yeah, my
dog.
nigga Loaded Lance, you know what I'm saying?
Let's go with it.
You know, you gotta make it spicy. You gotta make it
Loaded.
Loaded Lance, nigga.
And now this is his new name.
Yeah.
Loaded.
Loaded.
Yeah, you got skills to do a lot of shit, nigga. I'm loaded, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Well, good. You gonna join us in this conversation because your
Yeah.
boy Jim Jones, man.
Done lost his rabbit ass,
Yeah.
man.
You know, I've
Hey,
been watching it and watching it, right? And I feel like he's turned into a diva.
Yeah.
Mm.
I hear that.
because he now it started on Joe and Jada podcast.
Yeah.
Shout out to Joe and Jada. Goddamn, he said it. They talked about it on the humbug, and he said it. And then when it caught legs, now he everywhere saying
Saying
it.
it.
You know what I'm saying?
Like that's his thing now.
That's his thing now. You know what I'm saying? And like because like it get worse and worse as he talk.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Cause then it's like, you know, yeah, man, I don't really care. I don't know that nigga, man. Yeah, you know, man, you remember I smacked his goofy off back in the day, all that type shit. And I was like, man, you really turned into a real girl. That's some whole shit, bro.
Yeah, girl.
Right, especially when he said, when was the last time Nas went viral? Nigga, why do you?
Hold on, first
Wow.
of all,
Nas don't
you
give a
don't
fuck.
remember the versus y'all in the line.
Nas don't
But
gotta
Nas
go back.
don't give a fuck
That
about
nigga
going
eternally viral,
Right.
nigga.
Every Jim viral moment,
Yeah.
then you on the losing end.
Yeah.
Right.
Nas is counting Viacom money.
Yeah, he is.
Now here's the only thing I'm gonna throw in here, and only because
Talking to
this
Mike.
This is definitely one of the ones that definitely fits right into my age range. Is when you get to thinking about it. No, real talk.
Okay.
Yeah.
When you get to thinking
Oh,
about
yeah.
it, I almost understand where Jim Jones is coming from. Granted, he's dead wrong.
Yeah.
But-
That's wrong.
Jim Jones, not by himself, but collectively. So with other people, with Dipset, with features, whatever else, had a lot of songs that were on the radio, that was in the clubs, that was hype, that were entertainment songs. Nas had more classics.
This is a clip.
more
That's accurate.
like, okay, this is
it's
the real
accurate.
shit. This
It's
the real
accurate.
bars.
Mhm.
This the
It's
real
accurate.
talk.
Thanks so.
It is.
I'm about to.
I'm looking at
I'm
the
about to
numbers
show you.
right
Well,
here.
hold on, I'm about to say, wait, I was
no,
gonna
no,
say, I got the
no,
numbers.
No,
I know exactly what she said.
Listen, so here's the numbers.
I got them right here too.
So when it comes to album, Jim Jones has 9 entries on Billboard 200 with 3 top 10 albums and no number ones, while Nas has 27 entries, 16 top 10 albums, and 6 that have reached number 1.
And let's do this too. I'm gonna build on what you said, and this include what you said because I know you said 9. But Billboard hot entries, Nas has 15 plus. Jim Jones, and I don't know if they count
Yeah,
Dipset.
16?
He had no. This Nas got 15 plus. This Billboard hot entries, meaning that's a specific category.
Yeah.
He has 2 monthly Spotify listeners. Nas 9.2, and this is
Million?
modern, right? This modern, right?
Yeah.
With Spotify listeners, 860,000. Nas net worth 80 million. Jimmy 10 million. We ain't even counting that because we talking music. Platinum albums. Nas 8. Jim Jones 0.
0.
Right.
Exactly.
All right, Jimmy. What are we
What?
talking about?
No. Keep it in mind with what I say.
Yeah,
Jim
yeah.
Jones
I
by
understand.
himself. No.
But that's what we're talking about
right.
because
He
And,
said
that's
I.
where he fucked up. That's where
He
he
ain't
fucked
say
up.
we. He said I.
we.
He said,
Yeah.
and that's
He
where
can't say we
and
'cause
that's
they
where he
don't
fucked
know.
up. But if you really go through, not say what you want, but if you really go through and think about songs that get played in the club,
Yeah.
you're gonna think, okay, you'll have some in Miami, you'll have What You've Been Drinking On, you might have Ether, you might have that. What was that one song I found they hated with him and Jimmy?
Gucci Walla.
Shorty, say what you like.
Okay.
Uchi Wally, absolutely. Uchi Wally,
What you all of that shit?
but other than that, like Jim Jones had party songs. He was entertaining. He was like that. Nas was different because he had bars. He had like real shit. So to me, they're just 2 different artists
Yeah.
that you can't really compare.
So why is he comparing his?
Because
Because
he's
It's
an idiot.
like it's like
One more time, Lala.
Because he's an idiot.
Hit that bell one time. Play it.
look. Now what analogy I seen was it's like a double Timberland soul versus a single Timberland soul. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
New York
Yeah.
shit.
No, that's you know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't even understand.
It's like comparing.
What did he say?
It's like comparing a double Timberland soul to
I
a
got
single
you.
Timberland soul.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Timberland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still a Timberland.
I understand. Yeah.
One.
Right.
Because I was.
Yeah.
That's
This
a
the one
good
that I
one.
have.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Yeah. I knew exactly what the fuck you saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you feel that Jim? Because that's what Jim Jones. I think what Lala's saying is what Jim Jones is saying.
I think that's what he's thinking. What
Yeah,
you're saying.
yeah.
What he thinking? What he thinking?
And you've already
He think
acknowledged
the club
he's
bangers
wrong.
and
Yeah.
and he's still wrong.
But let's get it straight.
Loud and wrong.
Loud.
All right, I got one. I'm playing devil's advocate. When Jim Jones came out with Ballin', his moment.
That's his best.
That was his moment.
That's yeah.
I
And
think
then-
so. I like Summer in Miami as well.
Summer in Miami was like,
I
Ballin'
understand.
was his
But
biggest
Ball-
hit.
yeah, Ball-
Fuck all
Ball-
that bullshit that
but
ain't make
Ball
it.
is still ain't touching
Ball-
Ether.
I'm saying that to say I like a lot of Jim. I like Jim Jones' music. He's a better artist now than he was then.
Yeah.
I'm giving him that. But Ballin' was your high point, bro.
Yeah.
Now during that time,
Yeah.
he would have got more numbers and show money than Nas would at that time. Because Nas really didn't have too many records when Ballin' came out.
I don't know. That's questionable.
Yeah,
Think about what year Ballin' came
That's
out.
questionable.
Think about
well,
what year
because Ballin' and Pop Champagne came out about the
They're
same time, right?
on the same album.
started.
Yeah,
on the same
and-
Jim Jones had a run.
but
He
Pop
did.
Champagne wasn't even his song, wasn't that Ron?
That was Ron Jones song, but he took
Exactly.
credit for it.
Yeah,
Exactly.
but I'm saying though,
Ballin' wasn't his song. Max B wrote it.
I ain't know that.
The best song he ever made was wrote by somebody else.
That's crazy.
That's a fact.
But that moment, that
I know.
run,
I'm just saying.
that's what
I'm making a point.
He looking at it like that run was.
It came out in 2008.
Yeah, what record Nas had in 2008?
So you can't even compete with the nigga if he ain't got an album out.
No, that's why he's saying what he's saying.
Right.
But
'Cause
then
the
that
nigga-
was
did he say he was doper than Pusha T too?
The only one time in his
Right,
life.
and that was
Yeah.
then.
Did he say he was bigger than Pusha T too?
That
Yeah.
was damn near
He
20
fucking with
years
Push.
ago.
Huh?
Keep fucking with Push.
Yeah.
That's all I
That
got to
was
say.
damn-
You fucking with that
already
nigga.
said he was worth
That's
dissing.
still too complete. Now, see, the
And
problem
that's
is,
why Nas ain't responding.
Yeah.
Right.
Like,
Yeah,
and
the
he's
push going on
comparing,
to
yeah,
it.
he's
push going
comparing
on to it.
himself to people he don't need to compare himself to.
Yeah.
Because in all honesty, if we really
Yo.
want to do it, Jim Jones, you want to compare yourself to somebody who's actually going to probably fuck you up, probably gonna be Joel's.
You said you will?
Joel Santana will probably fuck you up in the same
this conversation is equal to the fact that y'all said Lil Wayne
Yeah.
could go bar for bar with
Man,
Black
Rock,
Thought.
cut it out, man. You
This is the same conversation.
disrespecting yourself. Hey, Rock, you disrespecting yourself,
We
man.
not doing
Bring the
two
bell, the same conversation.
We're not doing
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, it
It's
is.
not the same
We're not
conversation.
doing
Same
You
conversation.
comparing Jim Jones to Lil Wayne?
Yes.
Get the
They the
fuck
same,
out of
they
Hey,
the
Rock,
same nigga.
come on, Rock.
They the same
Yo,
nigga.
credibility, man.
Don't say
No.
the same nigga.
This nigga-
Rock.
Yeah, Rock. You.
what is that in your
One cup, yeah. Put
They
the
the
cup
same
there.
nigga to me,
Right,
man.
nah.
Sorry.
Jim Jones and Lil Wayne are the same
You wouldn't
nigga?
stand on that.
Yeah.
You say that shit, yeah. You can't stand on that.
I don't listen to both of them.
You couldn't
Because they the same to me because I don't listen to neither one of them.
And
You
You
know what I'm
can't
saying?
speak on it,
Yeah.
nigga.
No.
Well, you know what,
and
nigga?
that right there is a problem in hip hop.
So you know what? If that's how you
Yeah, you're a
feel,
problem in hip
then
hop.
John Queese and Neo the same nigga.
What?
If that's how you feel, then John Queese and Neo the same nigga.
Yep.
Come on, let's just
Yep.
That's right.
You just-
That's
That's the same thing.
Nigga, that's
That's the same thing.
Please, Neo, come on.
yeah, nigga, that's the
You said
same.
Lil Wayne and Jim Jones, that's the same.
Well,
That's how we about
I
to
was
do that.
just joking, you know what I'm saying? But the argument is equivalent.
Yeah.
But it's ridiculous to say that he can out-rap Nas.
Oh, yeah, we know.
We know
But I'm
that.
saying, but yeah,
also,
but
it's
don't-
within the same
Hey.
like that.
Why you bring Lil Wayne into
Oh,
it?
yeah. Yeah.
Disrespect Wayne.
Yeah, Nas a 10, man. That nigga 4 that make good records.
Listen to me. Listen to me.
Wayne
Hold
got
on, Let me say this real quick. A good friend of mine, based on the conversation we had about Wayne and Black Thought, was telling me, Rock, next time niggas sit
Yo.
at you in a room, just walk out. Because
You should.
he said, just
That's
walk.
what you should do.
No, he said, just walk out. Because it's obvious. No, he said this to me. He said, it's obvious, Rock. Y'all not the same niggas. We don't have the same hip hop. We don't have the same hip hop people. You know what
And
I'm
that's
saying?
true.
Just say that.
How was
But
that
look,
possible?
man.
Just
No,
say
because
that.
you know
Boom is everybody's hip
No,
hop.
no,
but you
trust me.
but you know
Yeah,
what?
A lot of
it
niggas
is?
told me that
Nigga,
shit.
you can't sit and talk hip hop with me.
No, Nick. First of all, niggas was surprised that you said that shit.
Right. I don't care if they're surprised.
They was-
I
they
was
was-
on the EN.
They that nigga.
Listen,
Yeah, but you.
I just look. Just because Black Thought is an underground backpack rapper and he dope as fuck,
Right.
don't mean a nigga can't stand with him.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
I ain't dissing Black Thought.
But,
Nigga, I love Black Thought.
hold on, Lance. You think Wayne can go bar for bar with Black Thought? Simple yes or no.
Looking for-
Yes or no? No explanation. 'Cause I
Now
think
the start now, and I'm gonna have to explain a little something because the start, I think down the line, Black Thought will like pull away from it.
Of course.
But a start and toe to toe, I think that'll be a good first 2-3 rounds.
You can't tell
That
me.
means you stood with him.
Yeah,
Let
that
him
means
lose.
you stood with him.
He can't stand
And
with
that's
him.
all I've been saying. That's all I've been saying. You say a nigga can't
We
stand
are talking
with him.
about Jim Jones now.
Yo,
No, you're not gonna keep doing that.
No, we
Right.
don't.
No, we're not gonna
Nigga
do
think when he want to he want to change. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I look at it as he can't go toe to toe. When he
He
was
can't.
saying that he couldn't go toe to toe.
You can't. I'm sorry.
But
That mean
when
you can't.
he was saying Wayne can go toe to toe, we don't.
I
see
give him
it
a
as
first
win-lose.
couple rounds
I
there
didn't
after
say
that.
Who can outstand? Like, hold
I
on.
didn't say Wayne or white bum or nothing. I said Wayne. I think Wayne can stand up there.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right, if you had to put your money on who got the most, who be the last man standing with the most raps, who you put your money on?
With the most rap?
With the most, no, sir. Lance?
With the most rap.
No,
I'm
Lance?
trying to clarify the answer.
Yeah, I'm trying to clarify.
With the most raps, we go bar for bar, and the last man standing is the last man with the most raps. Who you think will win?
Shit.
Come on, Sean, be quiet, Lance.
I'm going with Black Thought.
Thank you.
All right.
Now we can talk about Jim Jones.
Okay.
Come on.
Oh Lord.
All right, yeah, go back to
And I
Jim.
still don't
Yeah,
understand the
I
question.
agree with him. He happy
Yeah,
now.
but
Like
I always look at, I don't look for niggas that agree with me.
Yeah. You gotta agree. I just wanted to hear his answer. It ain't,
No,
it ain't right or wrong.
You wanted that answer because you thought he was gonna agree
right.
with you.
Yeah. Your heart feel better now.
Let's be honest.
Yeah, your heart
Let's
feel
be
I
better.
wanted to go to Jim Jones 5 minutes for accident.
Your heart feel better.
So,
First, hold on. So what? If he would have said Lil Wayne, you still had the same feelings you got right now.
No, we done moved out.
No, you
He
wouldn't.
would still be
If he would have said Wayne, you would have cried.
but you know what's funny? Last 20, 30 years deep, I know he would have said Black Thought.
Okay.
Black Thought ain't never had a whack verse.
Never.
Never. I agree with that.
I don't think you have either.
Yeah, I agree
Never.
with that. Yeah, but like I say,
But he said
Rock-
Wayne could go to.
let me
Rock always,
He
he
might not
always
win it.
miss. He always
He
miss
might not
it.
win it,
He always
But he
miss
can
the
go.
point.
Yeah.
He can go.
This is what
Not Black Thought.
Yeah, he can. Now that can happen.
this is what I'll say to simplify it, yo. That nigga Black Thought is a master. Lil Wayne is a master too.
Yeah.
Nas is a master
Yeah.
too. Jim Jones is
It's more
not a
than
master.
one, bro. It's more than one. It ain't just one nigga, bro.
Pac was a master, nigga.
Jesus and
Yeah.
Peter.
Yeah.
How about that? It's Jesus Christ and Peter, nigga. You talking about Black Thought? He's Jesus. As far as lyricism is concerned, he is Jesus fucking Christ. And it's not, yes, bruh, Fuma, listen, I defend you because I love you, Shawty.
Look at Fuma's face.
Niggas was talking about Shawty. I can hear Sean say some shit like that, but not Fuma,
So
Shawty.
what they saying? I'm stupid?
No, they said that you like what you like. You know what I'm saying? But
That's true.
they respect Fuma's hip hop knowledge. And for these said, Fuma said it for real? Yeah, he said it. He was
Nigga,
He listen to more hip hop than all us put together.
yeah, but they,
Yeah.
but
I'm a roll with Fuma.
no, they said niggas,
You
Lil Wayne is Lil Wayne, but you can never compare him lyrically to
That
Black
is
Thought.
not
Yeah,
true.
that ain't true.
Okay.
Well, so I will say this: they got two different styles for
VA
one.
Tech said, "What's up, too, Lance?"
They got two different.
What's up, man?
They two different rappers for one. They got two different styles.
That what niggas said too.
You know what I'm saying? So Black Thought in his own right does what he does. You know what I'm saying? Lil Wayne in his own right does what he does. Just like Black Thought staying in that lane, Lil Wayne got a lane that he's staying in. That niggas can't fuck with him either. That nigga look at Lil Wayne as what you said
A lot of niggas look at Lil
Jesus.
Wayne as Jesus Christ
Yeah.
of a certain age.
of a
Yeah,
certain
of a
age.
certain-
Exactly.
yeah,
No,
that-
but that's
Lil Wayne changed the whole
That's the
generation.
key
Yeah.
point. You got to think a certain age. Because think about it, one
This
thing.
is the Lil Wayne
Yeah.
generation.
Because
He
y'all gotta
changed the
think.
whole
No,
generation.
Rock, real talk. You love to talk about Kumo D, right? Kumo D Wild Wild West was one of my favorite songs when I was 6.
Yeah,
You
but-
were 16. I was 6.
Yeah, with Kumo D ain't.
No, but
so many
Kumo D
rappers
and
think-
Boss.
But
For
think
it.
about, no, but think about
For
it.
it.
But
For
think
it.
about it.
For that time, he
For
did.
that time,
But
yeah.
you gotta look at it too though. So if I'm 6 and you're 16, we're looking at these people different. We're listening to them different. We're
Shit just
experiencing shit
evolved,
different.
man.
Exactly.
Man, it's
She
just,
just evolved.
Yeah, that nigga Lil Wayne can go.
yeah,
So
whatever.
Yeah.
I
Straight
know
up.
He
when,
can go. He can
Yeah,
go.
that
I
nigga
ain't
go.
You gotta
I ain't
realize,
taking. I
when
ain't
I got introduced to Wayne, I was in middle school.
Yeah,
so
but-
me and Wayne have been
Same.
since middle
I
school.
always say
Your
metaphoric.
middle school was somebody
Yeah,
else.
this ain't feelings, you being my guy, it's none of that.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, bar for bar, if I never heard either one of these niggas, I would say each one of them have mastered what they do.
They are.
Yeah.
All right, that's
Both of them
Period.
are masters.
Yes.
Period.
You can run with that. That's
Bar for bar.
We can leave it at that.
And
That's what they were saying.
Bar for
Okay.
bar.
Okay, cool.
We said it the whole time.
That we
That
can leave that.
But
We can leave
but back to Jimmy.
that. Yeah.
Thank you.
Back to Jimmy.
Let me,
You know,
let me read this caption.
Yeah, I want to say this real quick. Like Pusha T had the interview.
Mm.
Him and Clips had the interview. The Clips coming out. That shit dope, by the way. But
The album.
yeah, no, I ain't hear the whole thing. But
Oh.
the songs I heard, crazy.
Yeah.
But Pusha's like, you know, Jim Jones, you know, all due respect, ain't on his level. And he said, Pusha said, I didn't want to give him that because I know that's what he wanted.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a waste of rap.
For me to come back and say your name, we go back and forth. That's only helping you.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And I ain't give you that.
Right.
Yeah.
He was smart enough to see that already.
of
And I
course.
think Nas doing the same thing. Nas didn't say the word.
Nah, why would he say so?
Why would he?
Man, Nas Miles Davis of our era. That nigga will never be forgotten.
Never.
Ever.
And then
In music history, not rap history.
They not gonna
Music
remember Jim
history.
I
Jones.
shut a nigga down that I work with. I shut a nigga down with this. We still celebrate Illmatic to this day.
So
Yeah.
they
Give me a Jim Jones joint that we celebrate. Anything.
No.
Anything Jim Jones ever done, what do we celebrate?
No.
Do we celebrate balling 10 years later? Do we celebrate when
We still do this when the song
do-
come on, though.
Do we
That's it.
celebrate when you first met Cameron? We don't celebrate shit.
No.
Yeah.
We're gonna have an Illmatic. Illmatic
Yeah.
50th.
Yes.
Hip hop is going to have a celebration.
Every year they celebrate.
Damn, how long? That's what, like
No, it ain't now.
94.
Yeah.
Gotta be, yeah. We working on it though.
Yeah.
We're gonna have an Illmatic
real.
fit. And it's almost separate from any other artist in rap
It is.
Yeah,
that you would celebrate an album.
that's 5 mics in the source. Remember
Yeah,
the mic?
man.
Yeah. It's the
That's
holy
five
grail.
mics.
It's like the holy grill of hip hop.
Yeah, it's the Holy Grail.
They hold it
You
up there
can't even
like
talk-
it's one of the like best albums ever made in hip hop.
And like this captain said, nah, Jimmy, we talk about Nas, Jimmy.
Tech said, don't disrespect that Dipset movement. 'Cause
I'm
Jimmy
not.
fought
Then he,
for it.
he don't get credit for the whole movie.
But you know,
Yeah.
But nigga, who are we talking about the Dipset movement? If you want to talk about it, let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Who's the leader? He won't
I
Jim
said,
Jones.
hey, you want the hottest thing on Dipset?
You want the third nigga.
Exactly.
I think him and Freaky.
Let's talk about it. I mean, yeah.
You after Freaky.
I respect the Dipset movement. I respect the Dipset, and I still like Jim Jones.
He
I just
said,
think he's in a hole right now.
That nigga said, I.
No,
He didn't say
let's-
we.
Let's talk about the fact that he was arguing with Shannon Sharp about this shit.
Oh, I seen Shannon go at him.
yeah, but it was
Has anybody else?
huh?
Anybody else?
no.
check this
Shannon
nigga?
Sharp just was like,
Shannon checked.
He's
I
not
feel like
saying Nas.
I feel like Jada and Joe should have checked him a little more.
Yeah.
I feel like they really should have went in. I feel like they should have, man. They let
that's
him
that
rock
New York bullshit.
Yeah.
because you're right. That's the
But-
New York bullshit.
That's-
But
But I don't even think it's that. It's
No,
they
no,
know
hold
that
on,
nigga.
no.
Hold on.
I can see it on our face though. They didn't agree with him,
No.
but they still didn't check him.
Because he a
Right.
New York nigga.
No,
Uh-huh.
because they
I
know
don't
the nigga.
think
They're
that.
like, it's no point. It's no point. Here's the thing. In a situation like that, it's no point in trying to get you to see right because you're stuck in what you're stuck in. So rather than trying to have
That
this
makes
argument, I'm just gonna let you have it.
Kiss tried to tell him in a nice way.
This what?
You know what I'm
What he
saying?
say? What he said exactly?
Kiss, Kiss was like, yo, you know what I'm saying? We gotta respect. We gotta respect the cats that came before us. We gotta respect. You know what I'm saying? We gotta respect the niggas that paid the way for you. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
You know, he was just telling him like, man, you talking crazy.
So why?
Confess, Joe was trying to say something, but Jim wouldn't let him say it.
So why do Jimmy act like? Cause I heard him say this too. He said, "Nigga, when you was hot, I was in the 10th grade, but now it's only like 3 years older
That's what
than
I'm
him.
saying.
He graduated. He was in high school with you last year."
The nigga told Shannon Sharp, yeah, all y'all 40, 50-year-old niggas panties in a bunch of things about Nas. Nigga, you about to turn 50.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You only 3 years younger than the nigga.
Now,
That's why all the young niggas call them the old YN.
Hold on, because on that same note, just me thinking about it, I can definitely see. Not saying he's right at all. We're gonna preface that. Not saying he's right at all, but Nas records and Jim Jones records, I definitely have more records that Jim Jones was on later than I do Nas.
This chick
Explain
told me.
it.
This chick told me.
So,
Go ahead.
for
Explain it.
instance, if you take Nas, if you take the joint he had with Gemini with Genuine, if you take Ether, if you take One Mic, Bridging the Gap, all that. Okay? No, because
Talk
Yeah,
about
man.
if I rule the world. Talk about hit me now.
okay.
Talk about, come on, let's do it. I'm gonna lay it down for
No,
you,
because
Shorty.
because
You wanna talk hip hop now?
No,
Let's do it.
because you know what both of those, two of them songs you just said were before Bridging the Gap.
Okay.
So what I'm saying is,
Mm-hmm.
if Jim Jones said, "Hey, y'all are old," it's the songs that Jim. So if you take What You've Been Drinking On, if you take
That's the
Summer with
question of the
Miami,
Mm-hmm.
if you take Summer with Miami, if you take Ballin', those were all after Nas's big ones. So granted, y'all might be the same age, but and like I said, Jim Jones' whole thing is Jim Jones had songs that were in the club. He had songs that were videos. So you were popular in the pop aspect. You were popular in the popular aspect, as in you were in the clubs, you was in videos. It was like the trending songs. Like
that's
before
because-
trending was trending.
No,
I don't
no,
know.
that's
Yeah,
because-
but
that's
so,
because Jim
I'm trying to see
Jones
how
was
you-
older when he blew up. That's a difference.
Yeah, I'm trying. I'm
I don't see how it correlates.
Yeah, me either because it ain't like Nas dead. Nas
It's
still
not.
he's still around.
Okay,
Well, look,
but
hold, this
think
is
about-
different. This is
think
how I
about
see
it.
it. This is how I see it.
But
I see it like
think
this.
about it. When did Bridging the Gap come out, and when did Summer with Miami come out? That's what I'm talking about.
When did Ribbon in the Sky come out?
Still,
And You Are My Friend come out.
But no,
It don't undo the other one.
Look, this is how I see it. I see it like this.
Go ahead,
I see it like this. You got those like Nas paved the way. You know what I'm saying? He made a lane. The thing about Jim Jones is Jim Jones to a generation has paved the lane, but at the same time, this nigga is still in the whip, driving in the lane.
It's two different lanes though.
But he still got a generation coming up after him.
That's
You
true,
know
but
what
at
I'm
that
saying?
point, you got somebody that's building an extra lane on a highway versus somebody that's building a dirt road in the country.
Right, but with Nas, but what I'm saying is like this: Nas is not driving it as he's chilling. His lane is built.
It's
Yeah.
done.
Already built.
It's built.
It's 95.
His shit go to
Jim
Carnegie
Jones,
Hall.
Jim Jones is in his lane. Jim Jones is like in his lane, but he got to stop,
He on
do some
Mechanicsville.
construction.
Yeah.
Then he got to add. Then he back in.
But
You
it's
know what I'm
because
saying?
they're in two different lanes.
But,
So
and that's
Alright.
what I said. That's
Yeah.
what goes back to what I said. Nas was out longer. Jim Jones'
Nas
career
absolutely-
started later than Nas. Even
Well-
with them being just 3 years apart, you gotta understand.
So it was
Nas
Big Daddy
out
Kane, but
damn near
yeah,
10 years
yeah.
before Jim Jones even came.
All right, so you get your
Jim
run.
Jones was
but this-
fucking
So you
grown by
get
the time
your
he
run
came out.
at a different time, and that negate
Right.
Nas
And that-
hotness.
no,
and-
and that-
let's hold on. Let's do apples to
They go to
apples.
phone.
All right, I'm going to phone.
All right.
You got to do apples to apples. You can't do it on a time scale because stuff come out at different times. Was Jim Jones at his hottest hotter than Nas at his hottest?
No.
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 Nobody's saying.
No,
Nobody saying.
that's all I'm saying.
Okay.
All right, that's all I'm
Well,
saying.
I want to ask this though.
Yeah.
If Jim, all these songs you talking about, some man and all that, was these charter songs?
Nah, not according to what Sean.
His biggest record was Ballin' and it reached number 11.
Okay, so I'm saying that to say, so even after that, even with all the songs you naming, why Nas still selling? Why Nas still got platinum albums in that time that you're talking about?
No. I completely understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is the way Jim Jones is looking at it as, okay,
I'm in the
I
club.
had
All
these
right.
songs that were popping in the club. I had these songs that were pop. So after you had your big songs and they were hot and they fell off, I had other songs that were popular after that. That's how he's looking at it.
Yeah.
Wrong.
Let me tell you. Let me tell you what.
I look,
Yeah.
I look at Jim Jones as a New York rapper. Nas international.
That's
Right.
crazy. You said it. This chick told me. She said during Jones's balling moment, if there was a concert and Nas went before Jim Jones, everybody will be anticipating to watch Jim Jones, even though Nas is Nas. He said, but if it's the other way around,
Because it's an entertainment aspect.
with the other way around, people would have left during Nas set.
That ain't true.
That was she told. She said in that moment, the balling moment,
Oh, the
and
balling
Robert
moment.
Champagne,
Yeah.
she said,
I
Nas is still Nas.
I still don't believe
I
it.
can see that.
She said, she told me, she said,
That's not the right math, yo.
I don't
she
believe
said,
it.
because Nas is Nas, she said, when that moment, she said, Jimmy had a moment, and that's why he talking like he talking.
And that's true.
Because she said, when
But
Ballin' came out,
20 years ago.
But how many? Well,
No, but
she
but
said,
think about it.
women were, she said, she felt like as a hip hop fan, she was more of a Jim Jones fan than a Nas fan.
yeah.
And she said on the strength of
It was more
she
entertaining.
thought she liked the way the nigga
He
looked.
was hip. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Girls
she
like
said,
Jim Jones.
So she said she speaks for a lot of females in hip hop. When Jones came out with Ballin', we didn't give a fuck what he sound like. That was what she told me. I
So you ain't
No,
even.
you're on the
So
wrong
you
road.
having a conversation. You ain't even. We having a conversation about music, and you ain't judging the music.
I'm looking.
You talking about what the niggas look like.
Listen.
That's what you just said.
I'm saying
No, he
I'm saying
defending
it
the chick.
based on what she said.
Yeah.
So at the moment, if he had a moment, bruh, right now, let's keep it real. Who the hottest rapper right now?
Kendrick Lamar.
No, I'm talking about young niggas.
No.
Kendrick Lamar.
Young
No,
niggas.
no.
YN niggas. Who the
Youngest
YN?
YN nigga right now?
NBA.
NBA
No.
probably.
No,
Nah.
not
Is
NBA.
he even young?
He ain't that nigga no
No.
more.
Give me somebody. Give me somebody. y'all. Rich?
It might be Chop.
I don't
Hey, come on,
listen
young
to
Lala.
nigga rap.
No,
Young Lala, come on.
hold on. F&F Chop.
See, I don't even know who the fuck she's talking about.
I don't, yeah.
The fuck?
I know
No,
F.F.
Trap
is,
Dickie.
though.
And,
Trap Dickie. That's his.
Trap Diggy.
Yeah.
No,
If-
no,
Don't even know
not
who that is.
Rob 49.
Don't
Yeah.
even know who that is.
All right, like so Nas is Nas,
Okay.
and the crowd is the crowd. So if the hip hop crowd, if everybody get to go to these shows, right?
Mm-hmm.
Us and that young nigga, what's his name? Trap who?
It don't matter.
Rob, yeah.
My point of making is that the audience, it ain't nothing's going to die down because everybody gonna come to see who they want to come see.
Yeah.
That's what she was trying to say. She
Yeah.
said in that moment, in that
Sad man.
Jim Jones moment, she said in that Jim Jones moment, the same chick that was screaming, "If I rule the world,"
Right.
wanted to see Jim Jones.
So look, hold up. So I'm
What
gonna
do that mean?
No, I'm
She said
hold
that.
on.
He
That's
said
why.
people want to see Jim Jones at
Right.
the time and they don't want to see Nas.
Yeah, she said.
But Nas don't got nothing out.
She said there was a moment when he was. She said at that moment Jones
Yo.
was bigger than Nas.
I wouldn't even.
No, no,
We
entertain that
already
conversation.
know that.
No,
So, no, this is the
They had
conversation.
different
Hold on.
points in their
You're not
career.
entertaining it. I'm not gonna entertain
I
it, but I'm
understand
listening.
what Walker's saying. What he's saying is basically, if it was a concert and you have both of these people there, do I want to hear Nas do Ether or do I want to hear Jim Jones do Ballin'?
Yeah.
I want to hear the new song that's out. That don't mean I
Exactly.
don't want to hear Nas.
But that's
So
what
do
you
it
said.
this way. Apples to apples. Things is creating today.
D-Lo. Boss man D-Lo.
If Nas got a show tonight,
Andy Lo,
I know
Big
who
Man.
that is.
if
Big Extra
Nas got a
Club.
show tonight and Jimmy got a show tonight, both of them gonna be packed.
Yeah.
I don't think.
And you
Yeah,
don't, no,
Nas show not gonna be
You're
packed.
right.
No.
No.
I didn't say Nas.
Sean,
Oh.
you're right.
I'm talking about when Ballin' came out.
Right.
Though.
Yeah,
Yeah, when Ballin' came out.
You're
Yeah.
right.
Nah.
If Jim Jones and Nas both come out with show, they're both gonna be packed, but they're gonna be packed with different people.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fair.
Yeah.
So that's all it is.
Youngins gonna be at the
That's
Jim
all it
Jones
is.
joint.
So
Yeah,
for the people
more
that
ladies
really,
probably
yeah,
at Jim Jones.
Which doesn't make
It's
sense.
not
why
even-
Jim
it's not
Jones-
even-
Depending on what year it is.
It doesn't
Right,
make
the
sense.
ball
that Jim
moment.
Jones-
The
No,
demographics
it's not
out there.
females. It's what do you want to
Yeah,
do?
Yeah, like you
No,
don't
no.
like Nas.
It don't-
Exactly.
it don't-
It's
it
not
don't-
It's the
females.
demographics. It's the demographics of
You don't
females.
like Nas.
Man, we having a rap discussion. You talking about what the niggas look like.
Right.
Jim, yeah.
No, Charlie.
It don't matter.
Not you. I'm talking about whoever was saying
Charlie,
this.
Charlie was like,
One bitch told you that you riding with.
no. I'm just saying she was speaking for the
Her.
moment. The
No,
moment.
she was speaking for her.
Her.
No, listen what I'm saying. Listen what I'm saying. She said, I even heard one chick say Jim Jones was her favorite rapper.
I like
That's
how he
one
look.
chick.
She just told you I like how he look.
Right.
No, not that same chick.
And
Not that
nigga,
same chick.
and to hit you back, I heard a chick say Nas is our favorite rapper.
You also
Dipset,
said
and
she wasn't
Dipset.
listening to the music, so she is irrelevant.
No, she said,
Yeah.
what she told me was when Ballin' came out, in that year Ballin' came out, won't nobody checking for Nas, old or new shit, because he really didn't have nothing.
Maybe she wasn't.
So how you comparing it if you
Yeah,
didn't have
nobody.
nothing?
Listen.
But how she know?
Listen, if you do the numbers, do 2000. Sorry, for the fact that Jim Jones
No.
say this shit, he had his moment.
Jim Jones
We
was.
not saying
Jim
he
Jones
had
was.
a
Jim
moment.
Jones had a hot
No
moment.
one
Yeah.
said that.
Even
I don't know.
you know what?
the fuck
The
they
more
are.
and more I think about it, was he the hot rapper at the time?
No.
No.
He had a moment.
Cause Lil Wayne was still around and Kanye was
Yeah.
around. So how the fuck was he the hottest
He
rapper?
was-
No, I ain't
He
saying
had
he's
the
a hot
song. He
rapper.
was-
He had the hot song.
Yeah, that's
Cause all them niggas got on the
Sorry,
song.
the nigga,
He had one of the hottest songs.
He was-
Let's not forget T-Pain was out there on
Right.
everybody's
The more and more I think about it,
And
that
nobody
nigga was
wanted
never
Wayne
the
on
hottest
their
rapper.
joint back then.
No,
What,
in
they
2008, Wayne was on everybody's shit.
Wayne
I
and
said, but
T-Pain-
yeah, they was killing that joint.
Wayne-
Anybody want to go after Wayne?
Oh,
Hold on. Wayne and Kanye had a fucking crazy run, bro.
Exactly.
Jim Jones came out with Ballin' in that moment.
Yeah, he
That
had
was
one.
it.
He had that
a
song.
2-month moment. It was
He
like
had
2
that
months.
song.
Yeah.
It was like 2
No,
months.
he had a hot song. And
No, that joint went.
No,
That went for a minute.
He had a hot
No.
song and he had the recognition, but he wasn't the hottest rapper.
No.
All right, so hold on, because I'm about to fuck everybody up. So, just to put this in complete perspective, while we talking about hot songs or whatever else, oh God, I'm gonna get cussed out so bad for this.
What?
All right, if you take Jim Jones Ballin', and you take Hurricane Chris, A Baby, which was the hottest song?
Ballin'.
Ballin'.
But,
But it was probably A Baby.
A
It was
Baby,
definitely
A Baby was jumping though.
yeah.
In the South.
'Cause if you think
It
about
was
them
jumping.
songs, yeah.
I was.
Oh, that joint was crazy.
But I still think
Ballin'.
Ballin' was the hottest song.
Hey,
though.
baby, was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy. I ain't taking nothing from Hurricane
Yeah,
Chris.
that
He
joint
had a hot
was- that
jump,
joint
but I
was
still think
crazy.
Ballin' probably did a little more.
I think Jim Jones can still get money by doing balling.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know
It's
Hurricane
one of them
Chris.
songs that's going to get played.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, in this aspect, Jim Jones is more like Hurricane Chris than he is Nas.
That's why I don't understand why there's an argument because
Yeah.
he not
Because
even
Hurricane,
the same
you had
level
A Baby,
of-
you had Players Rock, he had a couple other joints. And Jim Jones, you
You know,
basically
Halle
Halle Berry, yeah.
Halle
me-
Berry.
Like me personally,
Yeah.
like me personally, I think Pusha T way better. But I'm all right with that comparison.
Right.
Jim Jones and Pusha T.
Pusha T.
Yeah.
But
that-
also think about
I'm
it.
okay with that.
Right, but think about it.
Why?
If you no,
Huh?
hold on, but think
Because
about it.
both of them came from a group and both of them went solo, and you know that both of them talk about street shit. Whatever, it's a fair argument.
All
I
right,
got some math,
so
yo.
boom,
That's true,
if you're
too.
if
Hey.
you're at home,
Jim Jones got a
Yeah,
if
'cause
you're
you
at
might-
home and you hear more Pusha T than you do Jim Jones, cool. But if you in a club and you
You
hear
hear way
more
more
Pusha
Jim
T
Jones.
than Jim Jones, you still good?
No.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's
The
true.
biggest rap songs of
Cause it's time to pay
2006.
for everything.
So Ballin' drops in 2006, the
Uh-huh.
biggest rap songs, and just because we forgot, I'm not saying they better or worse.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just because we forgot what came out. We forgot about T.I., would you know?
T.I.
What you know about that?
Yeah.
That whole album,
Hold
that
on.
was a
Hold
key.
on.
Hold on. Yeah.
Keep going.
Young Jock is going down.
Oh, fuck that. Oh, fuck that. Oh,
T.I. and Young Dro shoulder lean.
Oh, Shoulder Lean.
Shoulder Lean was out there.
Shoulder
keep in mind, we down south now.
Yeah.
So we talking about the hottest record in New
No,
York.
no. Yeah, we just going. No, we talking about the hottest
No,
song.
them records that took over.
We talking
Yeah,
about
they
the hottest
took
song.
over.
Period.
No, we talking about the hottest song.
Go ahead,
Period.
go
All
ahead.
right, go ahead, Sean.
Them songs took over.
You're talking about club bangers, right? Keep
Yeah,
it
and
going.
I'm
Yeah,
just.
oh, they definitely
King-
doing
club
that.
bangers.
Hold on,
There was a lot I was talking about. The
Yeah.
club
Yeah,
bangers.
they was.
Because that's what Jim Jones
Okay,
thought he was
well,
like,
I'll
'cause
do
I was
it.
That was
popular.
popping, right?
Yeah.
It's funny because all
Yin
the
Yang
rest
Twin. No, that's 2000. Hold on.
I was
Hold
about to say,
on.
hold on.
Hold on. No, I got to get to the year, yo.
Sorry, I read first.
Okay, here we go. What you know is going down. Young Jock, Shoulder Lean, Young Dro, and that was T.I. year. So
Yeah.
let's just get
Yeah.
that fuck
Yeah.
out the motherfucking
Yeah.
I
way.
was not the hottest rapper.
King was
Chingy,
crazy.
Pulling Me Back,
Pulling Me Back.
Ludacris,
Alright.
Moneymaker, Bow Wow, Shorty Man, that ain't nothing. Jim Jones.
Wait, Bow Wow
Don't
what?
disrespect Bow Wow, because Bow Wow Shorty Like Mine was definitely a popular ass song that
What
year.
song you said about Bow Wow?
Shorty Like Mine with Chris Brown.
Yeah, go
that's
ahead.
it.
Yeah,
Like
club
Mine
banger.
was
crazy. Yeah, they was
Yeah,
singing
I'm
that
trying to
shit.
get to the club bangers, yo.
No, Shorty Like Mine was a
We
club
Fly High.
That's ballin'.
Mims, this, oh no, that's, okay, now we in 2007. So that's it. That's the top
Yeah.
records.
I
of the
said
year.
we fly high
Well,
is ballin'.
Yeah.
Well, like I say,
Yeah, I know.
Jimmy had a hot song.
Wait, you said
Yeah.
Mims was
But
what
he was
song?
never the hottest rapper.
No, he wasn't the hottest rapper.
Yeah, he wasn't the hottest rapper that
No.
year.
But
He was never the hottest rapper.
He was
ever.
the hottest rapper in his group.
But one person you
Exactly.
did. But here's the thing. That they win my argument. The one rapper you didn't mention that whole year was Nas. So for him to say I'm hotter than Nas, he's talking about that moment.
No, you still rock. You can't take one moment and say I'm hotter
And say
than
I'm
a
hotter
nigga
than a
when he
nigga.
got
Nigga,
his all
I ain't
around you.
I ain't saying he's right.
No, because Walker is
ain't saying
saying
he
what
right.
Jim Jones was trying to do. Jim Jones was
Yeah.
trying to say, here's a time where I was taking over, so I should. Yeah, that's all Walker's saying.
Yeah, he ain't saying
And
he's
that's
right.
what Jim Jones thought.
I got
He
one. I
was
got one
wrong.
for Rock. I got one for Rock. So let's put this in perspective of Jay-Z. If NBA YoungBoy was comparing himself to Jay-Z.
Jay-Z always had a hot year though.
Okay, but not now.
Not really.
Not right now.
Not now.
Not
So
really.
if NBA YoungBoy start to peak again.
If you say
like,
NBA YoungBoy in control and
Right.
compare it to a Jay-Z song that came out that year, it's not gonna work.
Yeah.
so,
And that's just real talk.
Yeah, Jimmy that nigga
so
is
that's
at the
the
end of the day,
thing.
he's
selling ass
He
on the
not-
internet.
Like,
man.
he's
Right.
not gonna. He
Right.
just had that moment.
But also,
you know
That's what he's
Jay-Z
banking on. I ain't saying he's
Right.
right. I'm just saying that's what he's banking
you're
on.
right.
So-
He's not right at
He's
all.
not right at all.
He's wrong,
Yeah.
but that's what he's
That's
going
what he
on.
banking
I'm
on.
better before you. I'm better after you. I'll be better when we both dead.
That's the delusion.
Right.
That's
But
the
you-
delusional part.
Yeah,
of it.
which
Yeah.
means you can't speak to that.
No, but
Yeah.
but to understand it is the fact that okay, you had a moment, nigga.
But it reached like it's a pop. It
delusional.
reached like a pop
just
success
think,
too.
I just think he running with a moment.
he had a moment.
Yeah, it's a perception
All
thing.
right.
Because if
Yeah,
you go
it's
to
really simple,
yeah, if you go
man.
to the club right
I
now,
don't think Jim Jones delusional at all.
He said
That
something.
pop money different though.
Yeah.
That pop,
If
once
if you go
reach
to a
pop
club
status-
tonight and you compare, you might hear a song. I ain't gonna say Jim Jones. You might hear a song with Jim Jones on it in
Yeah.
the club tonight.
No
It's
doubt.
a very
Maybe.
slim chance you're gonna hear a Nas song.
No, you're not gonna hear Nas in the club.
And I think that's what he's going off of.
Yeah,
So
basically.
you had radio spins, you had video spins, you were
That's not true. 'cause
Mainstream
I done
popular.
heard,
See, but when you start talking about that,
no,
you're
no,
wrong.
no, and that's true, and that's
Like
true,
the
and that's
club
true.
shit, the club shit, you might be right. You start
Yeah.
talking about radio, you're wrong.
Right.
So, but that's the thing though, because
If not,
Yeah.
if I Were the World was a real
Nas will kill Jim Jones on the radio.
right,
a
but you
regular
also gotta look at the time. Because when Will the World came out?
96.
Yeah. It don't matter when it came out. It's
96.
just saying he had more spins on the radio than Jim Jones.
Yeah, the Nas hottest record is bigger than his hottest record. If you Jimmy, if you want to, we doing apple to apple.
Well, okay, now this what I'm saying. You got Ballin', still get played on the radio. That's
Yeah.
your biggest hit.
Best, basically.
Nas
It's a
got,
sentimental song.
Nas got
Yeah.
quite a few that get played on the radio.
Right.
That's true.
Way more than him. So don't I'm gonna make anybody that get played like now, whatever. If you want to talk about radio joints to get played,
Yeah. And
Nas,
honestly, if you really
Nas
want,
got about 10
Yeah.
to your one.
and if
Yeah.
you really want to eliminate Jim Jones with
yeah,
just
Nas got
popular
multiple
club, okay.
number one.
Right.
You can't. I'm sorry, but as great as Ballin' was, it don't hold a candle to Uchiwali.
6 to be
Uchiwali is a
Exact.
big
Why
record.
was a hit?
That's a
Yeah,
big
that's a
record.
It
that's a
just
bang-
don't.
that's a banger.
That get put in the fucking club.
That-
That
What
can
is
play in
that?
the club.
I've heard
Yeah.
That's the only Nas record that you know you gonna hear.
Yeah,
this
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Nah, I don't know if it's 6. Hold on, because that was a record.
That Uchiwali joint,
Yeah.
That was crazy.
that joint works.
Nas
That's
don't
crazy.
have
Club.
any #1 singles. He got #1 records
Record.
though.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
All
All
right.
I'm saying is he got radio joints.
Okay, so hold on, because matter of fact, because just because I want to, was Uchiwali Nas's record?
No, it's Braveheart.
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 Question: is it more impressive to have a record that's #1 than just a single?
I think the record counts more, but they equal to me.
Nowadays,
Number one is a
right?
number
So
one.
record is album and single is single.
Right.
Is that right?
That's what I'm saying. Like you did a
How about the
whole.
lean
You have a
record?
#1 single off your album,
Yeah.
but then you can have a #1 album with no #1 single.
yeah.
Yeah,
But still, that's
Because
impressive.
Jay-Z was like
though.
that for a long time. Jay-Z had #1 albums.
They're
yeah.
not number one.
They
That's
peaked,
#1
it
singles.
peaked at #1.
Yeah, number one singles are not easy to come.
Yeah.
by.
Yeah.
I think it's easier to get a #1 record than it is to get a #1
Yeah.
single.
I agree.
Because everybody want to buy it at
Yeah,
one
because
time.
you would think Michael
That's
Jackson
true.
got 50 of them. Then he got like 11.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would think he got 50 though.
Right.
You
right.
know what I'm
What about
saying?
singles?
Yeah.
He sold so many records.
Singles, yeah.
Right.
He got
sold
lots
some
of #1 albums, but
Yeah.
getting a #1 single is not easy.
Yeah.
And these days, these artists, man, they don't look at what
Yeah.
hip hop is to a point of, all right, Nas is considered legendary. You said Miles Davis.
Hip hop legend.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
These rappers don't look. These rappers look at their success and say, "I had a #1 song, and I'm touring over the world. I got a world tour of this shit."
Yeah.
I'm gonna show you my age, bro. I watched a documentary about Travis Scott.
Okay.
That's
I did not.
hilarious.
And I'm gonna do real. I did not know Travis Scott was that big, shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I didn't know this nigga was Michael Jackson big.
Yeah.
Man, I argue that shit all the
I
You
never-
in a bubble.
I never knew Travis
No,
Scott was that
but
big.
you know what it is?
I knew who he was.
No, but you
never
know
knew that
why?
big.
It's because Travis Scott is a very, very popular rapper that's not very, very popular amongst black people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He got
you're,
more white fans.
you're in a bubble.
So,
all
yeah.
of us.
Yeah,
You're in a
fans got that
bubble.
money,
Is Travis
money.
Scott a rapper?
Yeah.
Bro, huh?
He is.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
they got a documentary about, you know,
No,
that.
I thought he was more like, I thought he was
Yeah,
more
his
alternative,
fans
kinda
got
like a
that
rock
money.
star.
No, he a rock
Yeah,
star.
that's what I
No,
was
Fulman, he's a
thinking, man.
fucking
That's
rock
it. That's
star.
what I thought.
Yeah.
Travis
Like,
Scott
this
a
nigga
fucking
I
rock
think he
star.
was sharp on
This
rapping.
nigga
though.
is huge.
Yeah.
But you
He
talking
can rap though.
wait,
I
exactly.
guess.
But see, that's the difference because y'all talking about he's a rock star because y'all talking about like
His impact.
exactly.
Yeah.
But he is
Now
a
listen to Travis Scott
rapper.
music. That motherfucker played the guitar.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
do everything. He,
Yeah.
he
I'm
do
saying, I
everything.
listen
Yeah.
to Travis Scott. Niggas ain't no shit. I listen to the
They
nigga.
got a
Yeah.
documentary about the.
I don't really consider him a rapper.
Remember the Astro World when people died and shit?
Yeah.
Yeah,
When the-
that
when
festival.
that
They
stage
actually
collapsed.
show.
Yeah.
They actually got the documentary about that shit.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there watching this shit like, wow, I never knew this.
Yeah.
nigga was
Never
this
knew.
big.
He a rock
Yeah,
nigga
he
that can rap.
crazy.
Yeah.
Just like Limp Bizkit. You know what I'm saying? He's a rock star that can rap.
I never.
That's Travis Scott,
Yeah.
bro.
You know what? I like that.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't paying attention.
I
mean,
would say he's a rapper.
Huh?
Same
He's
with
nah, he's a
He's a
fucking
rapper,
rock star.
that rock.
rock
You
star.
could rock.
Same was on. Okay.
Yeah,
I mean,
rock star could be. You could be a rock
Well,
star at a law firm.
Okay.
I think Jay-Z is a rock star.
Okay. I say,
No, sir.
I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
You understand what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
rock star just means you're-
It's a
you're-
title.
You're
Well, I'm gonna
sad.
say this.
Yeah.
Nah,
Michael Jackson was a good singer, but Michael Jackson was a fucking
Rock.
super duper star.
He's
Rock
a
star.
pop star.
Pop star.
He's
yeah.
a pop star. Yeah.
Yeah, rock star is more attitude. It's more, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's more-
Energy.
Yeah.
So what do you consider what's his name? Dirk, the nigga from Limp Bizkit?
Oh.
I know
What's
you're
his
talking
name?
about.
Yeah, something
I
like
know
that,
you're
just
talking
Dirk,
about.
whatever.
Fred
Yeah,
Durst.
that's a
Fred
tricky-
Durst, yeah.
that's a
What's
tricky-
tricky to him?
That's a tricky one, right?
It's
If
not
you-
tricky. It's
No,
the
no,
same
no.
Travis Scott. It's not tricky at all.
No, no.
He-
no,
Tell me what you consider him.
It is tricky because
No,
they
no.
came out as a rock
Kinda.
group.
Kinda.
No,
Right.
no, I don't
Right.
understand.
Yeah,
what-
no,
I'll
I'm
say-
gonna tell you why, though, but go ahead. I'm gonna let you finish.
No, I'll say-
You're right.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying it's just
Finish.
it's a even for Travis Scott, it's a tricky place, right? Because when you got the band and you say Travis Scott played the guitar, right? But you're making music for rock fans. It's just tricky, but you rap though.
But this how he started off, P.
Yeah.
He started off like that.
Yeah,
He didn't start off in hip hop like Lauryn Hill in 3000.
yeah,
They
MC.
formed into that.
Yeah.
Travis Scott didn't start off MCing.
Nah, he was.
He started off the same way he doing now. His formula haven't changed.
Nah.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's a rock nigga that can rap.
Okay. I believe you. Because
Fair
I ain't
enough.
never seen no hip hop nigga.
That's all I'm saying. Travis Scott can rap now.
Let me
Yeah.
tell you.
But I just don't put him in an MC category.
Is he alt?
Yeah.
Huh?
Is he alt music?
I could go with that. I said it before. He could be alternative
Yeah,
music.
he is.
Because he do make stuff for hip hop, but his
format.
lane, his brilliance is over there in the rock world.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
is.
his format different.
This is an interesting thing about Travis, though. And this is a line, too, right? They don't play Limp Bizkit on hip-hop radio. They play
They don't.
Travis Scott on
They do.
hip-hop radio.
Right.
But
That's
you
a
got-
line, right?
Hold on,
Right.
But also,
He
Limp
get paid on both.
Bizkit been gone for a minute.
Travis get paid on both.
When it was playing hip hop radio songs,
Yeah,
when Limp Bizkit was
Right,
out,
but,
they
but
played
even
them.
then,
never-
it was a more definitive line back then.
There is no line now. Everybody
Yeah.
listen to what they
And
want
that's
to
why I
listen
said
to.
back then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Travis Scott, he walked that bitch like this.
Bruh,
You know what I'm saying?
The crazy,
he walk on the line.
the crazy thing about the documentary was they got in his ear that people are dying. We got to stop the show. And Live Nation said, "No, we not gonna stop till Drake come out because he brought Drake out."
Okay.
So, and I'm sitting there saying to myself, like, these motherfuckers was looking at this whole thing as a production, and I'm sitting there thinking to myself, like, wow, I never knew this thing was this big, and I never knew that was more important. That, as far as music and as far as just getting this movement together, that's how important he is. And after all that shit, them niggas still getting money with this nigga.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All that shit, they, Live Nation said, no, anytime Travis Scott want to go on tour, we
'Cause you
provide
gotta
the
That's
money.
what all about it. They
Right,
niggas that bitch to make money.
Yeah, it ended up being a bigger catalyst for him. So it was, you were already big, you're already selling out shows, you're already doing whatever, but no, you actually like collapsing stages and people are dying. Oh no, we gotta book you even more.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I don't know if that line works.
That gotta be it because
No, it don't gotta be it. I know what you're saying.
Right.
I just, when you're killing people, we gotta book. No.
Right.
You killed somebody and the promotion went so far that you're bigger now.
Well, no,
That's not the same
no,
thing.
but you gotta think about it. It was people died because there were so many people
I
trying
got
to
you.
get.
So you know them niggas got away with that shit, right?
Yeah.
They got away with that
Yeah,
shit.
you pay people.
Nobody really got away
No,
with
they
anything.
did an undisclosed amount
Yeah, you
of
pay
settlement
people
money.
and they go away.
But they were suing these things for $750 million.
they had
and they probably gave them niggas 10, 20, 30 million a piece.
Exactly, because there was definitely some people that jumped
They
out
got
the
the
window because
money.
they felt like they good.
Yeah, yeah.
And they got
definitely.
insurance.
Money
Yeah.
go around, yeah.
Yeah, you go. Listen, Live Nation got insurance.
Exactly.
You don't go negotiate with Live Nation. You go negotiate with the insurance company.
Yeah. So no, but
Yeah.
but
If
I
Travis Scott star power, they gonna get that
Yeah.
money.
Real
they
fast.
did.
Yeah.
But I
Okay,
never.
see, that's the problem because people thought they were gonna get more money. So it was, oh my God, my son died at this concert, so
No, we
give me
want
20
we
mil.
want 250 million.
Yeah,
Well, nigga, we
that
give you
was-
20.
Yeah.
Take it.
They had
Exactly.
Big Crump as their lawyer too, so they tried to
Exactly.
get
You know
all
what I'm
that.
saying?
Yeah, that's the way it goes.
But the crazy thing is though,
On
I
150,000, we can sell in our court right now for 50
just,
bucks.
just,
Exactly. And then the thing is too, somebody be like,
Just
oh my God, my son died at this concert. He ain't spoke to me in 4 years. The nigga don't even like me no more. But let me bank off it.
just to speak on the fact that Jim Jones would never, he's nowhere near that. You know what I'm saying? So
He
when you-
doing. Oh, I'm gonna say this.
what?
I'm gonna say this real quick. Do Jim Jones sell out arenas?
no.
No.
Has
Jim
Nas sold
Jones-
out arena?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Jim Jones is basically the equivalent of a nigga watching the NFL now saying, oh, I played college ball in '84.
Yeah, he is. He is.
Yeah.
And he might get in free.
Yeah.
Nah,
He can get free and get in free in the games.
Exactly.
He's still famous enough.
Yeah, I mean,
Get
he
in
got
free.
some star power.
Yeah.
I got another metric. Who get paid more for a show tonight, Nas or Jimmy?
Nas.
I mean,
That depends on where the
Jim's so
show
worried
is.
about
No,
No,
going
Nas.
viral.
Well, I just told you, Nas do arenas. Jim Jones do clubs.
Yeah.
Right,
True.
exactly.
Jim Jones
Come on,
was
what you
the
talking about?
natural.
Who did that?
I just seen this video clip of Jim Jones performing in front of this audience, and it was a big audience, but none of them niggas was
That joint they showing right now, the Summer Jam jump.
Oh, was that Summer
This
Jam?
new.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's
Damn.
recent.
Just
He probably thought he was a
That fucking crowd.
Yeah,
was
you can
dead
count the
as
money,
hell.
yo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can count the money. If you see an artist here, either they on the way up or on the way down. You don't see Nas in Richmond.
Do you think?
They only bring niggas that's in Jim Jones's window typically.
I
And not that it's bad. Just
That's fucked up
I got a
because Coco
question.
Jones just came in.
I got a question for y'all.
right. She just haven't blew all the way yet.
Yeah, I got a question for y'all. The Locks versus Dipset.
That was
When
funny.
we saw that, did we think it was going to be the end of Cam, Jewels,
No.
and Jim Jones?
I didn't.
I mean,
On some
I
music
didn't think.
shit.
No, I didn't think it
I ain't
was.
looking for
Nobody. I thought they were gonna do a versus and have some fun.
All right, okay.
Versus music.
All right, so based off, we all love Cam on It Is What It Is, right?
Yeah,
So Cam found a new lane, got money, right?
And he good at
He
it.
good at
very
it, right?
good at it. Yeah.
What has Jim Jones done since that?
Reality show.
Wine on
No,
TV.
His
I
wedding
wanna talk
Reality
about that.
TV.
We
He did
been on
Harlem.
reality
He
TV.
Got
did
to fight with
Harlem.
I
people.
want to talk
been
about that.
Feeling like
Look.
Mary Chrissy.
Good.
He tried. Yeah, he's on reality shows.
He been on that though. He
He
been on
did.
that.
Crying
Weather
into the
report.
emotional as a bitch.
Yeah.
Goddamn, but he tried to do the weather podcast.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what?
He tried to.
I mean,
I remember we talked about that.
He was
Because
going for a
his
minute,
videos-
but then Cam and Mace came
Oh.
and did that little thing, and they was way more successful than him.
Yeah.
And he was jealous of that.
Yeah.
He's jealous of that. He's jealous of Cam and Mace's relationship.
Why they
He mad because
friends?
Cam and Mace became friends again. That's whole shit.
But
Rock, some niggas is hoe niggas.
Yeah, some niggas just whole
He
shit.
did a
he
news
dropped
flash.
that single
Oh,
Harlem. He got
Yeah.
that Harlem joint. Harlem.
I mean, what do you expect from a nigga whose mama taught him how to kiss? So
His mama taught him how to kiss.
By the way, she's
Who
the
that,
sweetest
Jim
lady in the
Jones?
world.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was on Love and Hip
She's
Hop.
the sweetest
Yeah,
lady in the
love and
world.
hip hop.
I love her.
I mean, it's niggas just want attention, man.
Yeah, that's
if
it.
you want a buzz,
That's it. He'll take
That's the name of the game.
whatever attention he can get, he gonna take it. That's what I get from Jim.
it's the
Jones.
name of the game, Shawty.
And like I say, man,
He's
you know,
just
clickbait.
doing his weather reports on Instagram or TikTok. You're good. You're good to go.
BHX said Jones' biggest hit album, Hit Ballin', went number 5 on Billboard. Nas' biggest was I Know I Can. It went number 12.
I forgot
know
about
I don't know
it.
about that, yo.
Damn.
I don't know about that, dude.
Yeah.
Cause I just
forgot
looked
about
at the
that.
Ballin' was number 11. And you got to clarify what chart it is, yo.
Probably
Yeah, because
hip-hop.
it's hip hop charts,
Yeah,
and then
hip-hop.
it's Billboard.
Billboard.
But I
100
got-
charts.
said
if it's Tech-
Billboard.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Tech is going
Both
on
of them on
Billboard.
Billboard, though.
Yeah, I know Tech going on Billboard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but yeah,
Oh, yeah, I
that
can,
was
yeah.
good.
I Know I Can was Nas' biggest record.
I don't know.
I
No,
don't know. It could.
You don't have a number one.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think it might happen.
it could be. I don't know. I don't know his biggest. You know.
I don't think. I think
I thought If I Ruled the World was his biggest song. That's what I
Nah.
thought.
if
it
I Rule the
wasn't.
World or
Yeah.
Ether, I think would have been bigger
No,
than that.
If I Rule the World should have been his biggest record.
I
and
thought
it
that was
wasn't.
his biggest.
I'm looking at it this bit.
Or Hate Me Now.
Oh no, I ain't think about
that's
that one.
wrong.
I forgot
Okay.
about Hate Me Now.
All right, Tech. Yeah, Tech on it, yo.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
Tech,
All right,
you
Tech.
know.
I was like, I
Shout
know
out,
Tech
baby.
on it.
Shout out to Tech.
If it's number, I gotta work.
Yeah, Tech radio ass.
I got you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But look. So when was the last time you heard a Nas record? The last club you was in. What was the last Nas record you heard in the club?
Probably Uchi Walla Walla.
Wally.
Gucci Wally.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yep. Or the Hot Boy remix with Missy.
Oh, the hot boy.
Yep.
That is
Yeah.
the first song I
Yep, there it is.
And what's your
Word
price?
for
Yeah.
word. I'm
What's your
talking
Shout out to
everybody verse.
Yeah,
Word for
I
word.
think the last joints I heard from Nas when it at a party.
I used to love
They
Missy
played the
too,
Hot Boy
so
Jones,
I'm
they played
always
Uchi
gonna
Yeah,
love
no,
Missy.
Hot Boys is definitely my shit.
Yeah.
Hot Boys remix.
Hot Boy, yeah, when I say
Uchi Wally would never get
You
old.
hated Hot Boy.
Uchi Wally. No,
Never
he
get
said the What You Owe Me joint. I hate that
Oh.
song.
You owe me.
You owe me.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
As a DJ,
hate
what
that
Nas
You know,
record?
you know what's crazy about?
But Hot Boys.
You know what's crazy about You Owe Me? I didn't like the song, but Nas spit some of the hottest verses on
Yeah,
that
he
song.
did.
He killed that shit, shorty.
He wrote, yes, he
When I
did.
listened to it, I said, man,
and
Nas
I think
killing this
that's why
bitch,
I
shorty.
like it. Like he really.
That what made me like it because I ain't
He
like it at
spit on
first.
that
But then I hear Nas when Nas saying spit, I was like, Nas killing this bitch.
Yeah.
Hey, Lance, as a DJ,
Uh-huh.
would you play any record, if you in a club, would you play any record from Illmatic? Any song from Illmatic?
Yeah.
Club?
Yeah.
Now, what kind of crowd we talking about? Hip hop, like hip hop orientated crowd?
Like
or?
it's all in how you do it.
Okay.
'Cause
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I
Man,
would.
I heard it. I'm sorry.
One Love.
Sorry, loaded.
That joint, that One Love joint.
Yeah, that's
How
what it
about
was
that?
written. That's it was written. I talking about Illmatic.
No, Illmatic.
One Love. Oh yeah, One
Yeah,
Love.
One
Oh,
Love.
that joke. Okay.
Doo, 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 doo,
You
doo.
play the club?
How can you loaded, bro? I heard a nigga do this. I heard a nigga play the Michael Jackson jump. Then he played the Chris Brown jump. And that nigga brung in It Ain't Hard to Tell. That shit was sweet.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That shit was sweet.
Yeah,
All that shit blended in, shorty. It was like, hard to tell. I was like, oh, this shit's sweet.
These DJs have gotten definitely creative when it comes to blending something.
Yeah.
I be listening to some of the shit. I be like, I would have never thought.
Never
Right.
put it. Yeah.
Because the thing about all them songs had the same bass. They had the same,
Yeah.
you know, had the same bass
Yeah.
line. You know what I'm saying? So he just kept it going.
Yeah.
That shit was hard, shorty. That shit was hard as a
I would
bitch.
love to be in a club and hear a lot of Illmatic records. To be honest with you.
Yeah, man, I love it. I mean,
That'd be kind of.
I would like to hear it when we coming in. You know what I mean?
yeah, I'm
Getting
partying.
drinks and
nigga.
shit.
Get
You don't
drinks,
think-
yeah.
Yeah, but when you working your
So
way,
something like
the
that, like
energy out.
halftime and shit. Like, I
Yeah.
play like during the drinking periods. and
Yeah,
shit.
the drinking
Yeah.
period.
There's the time when you play those records and the
Yeah.
time when you don't.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah,
That's
but it's
good.
but like I say, like he said, like Fuma said, it's times you can put them in there
Yeah.
in a mix
Yeah.
all at the
Like
same time.
when Lonnie was on the joint, he was like, man, read the crowd.
Read the crowd.
Read the crowd.
Yeah, we definitely want to drop an Illmatic song at 1 a.m. Everybody partying their ass
Yeah,
off.
yeah, you gonna do
You
it then.
drop no song
Yeah.
from
You gonna
Illmatic.
play ball.
It don't take nothing away from
You gonna play
Illmatic.
ball.
You gonna play ball.
Yeah, you play
yeah,
ball.
you play
Yeah,
ball.
Yeah.
exactly what you play.
That was niggas up. Everybody partying. You know what I'm saying?
Real quick before we go, what Lil Wayne record would you go to on the club first?
In the
What-
club,
Yeah.
It's so many.
I know, no, I know it is, but
Beat
what
Bill.
will be your record?
Beat Bill.
Okay.
Okay.
Beat build I
You
like.
said you answered that fast too, but that
Yeah.
definitely be your record.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cause it's like when you play something like that, it's the reaction like, oh,
Oh shit.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
an old shit reaction.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
And that's what you want.
Yeah.
Yeah. No doubt.
Cause I ain't gonna lie, a Wayne song that you drop in the club, especially a Millie, watch how
Millie.
many people sing along with it.
Yeah.
Millie don't get old.
Watch how you can drop. And real talk, take a Wayne song and watch
Or
how many
Lollipop.
times. Yeah.
Lollipop. That's another
Lollipop.
one.
That was
Perfect.
more the singer.
Oh yeah, Bobby
Oh,
V.
yeah.
It's all the
Yeah.
song.
I hear that all the time.
And don't forget the wasted freestyle.
What, yep.
Hold on.
Rockstar lifestyle.
Got money with
Watch this,
T-Pain.
hold on, watch this, watch this. Ain't what Black Thought joint we playing the
They
club.
don't play the Rooster. They don't play the Rooster.
That play devil.
Play the Rooster Club.
That play devil. You like to play devil. Let's do it.
They don't
Ain't
play
what
the
Black Thought
Rooster.
on the club.
They don't play the. You wouldn't play a Black Thought. You might play You Got Me in the beginning.
I
You got me.
play no
And whose song is that?
No, You Got Me, the Black Thought joint.
and I still play what they do.
But you played in the beginning.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I play what they do.
What
The
they
Black
do.
Thought, man, I love Black Thought, bro.
And
Black
that jump
Thought,
from
the Danger Mouth album, check it out, bro.
and that
Danger
jump from the
Mouse. Yeah, that jump.
from the remember that jump
Yeah, I said Danger Mouth, yeah.
dun 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 dun
Yeah.
from the movie from the soundtrack.
Oh,
The Roots joint.
Okay.
Yeah, you play in the beginning.
I play that. Yeah,
Like,
that gets
I
me
ain't
up.
never heard of Roots play in no club at 1 o'clock. Ever.
Nah.
You ain't.
Ever.
It's not the time and place for it.
Ever. You know what I'm saying? And they ain't saying they ain't got no record that people
Yeah.
be like, oh, that's my shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Roots got
But,
joint.
you
Now I
know,
can say, hold on. Back in the day when that joint did drop from the soundtrack, you could play that joint at like 1 o'clock.
Okay.
I was DJing in Fayetteville,
Yeah.
and you could play that joint at like that was like a banger.
But it's not a rule of records to play. What records you supposed to play?
Yeah,
It's not a rule, right?
no.
No, the rule is read the room.
Yeah, but
That's the rule.
yeah, but it's
Who in the room?
sometimes because I shout Fofo because Fofo will play a record that you wouldn't think would work at
That's
1
true.
o'clock,
That's
and
true.
it works.
Yeah.
And it works.
Yeah.
Shawty.
Yeah.
I'd be like, wow, Fofo. I
Football
would've
do be playing bangers, and you be like, yeah, you either one play, but it
you
be
wouldn't.
cranking.
You would never hear this
Yeah,
at 1
he
o'clock.
told me that personally.
Yeah.
Like he do that on purpose.
Yeah, he'll play a record that you would never think anyone would play. Some DJs stick to a formula.
Yeah.
Like, it's time for the land dance now. Ain't nobody play boots on the ground yet. You know what I mean? And all that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Anything's bullshit, but you know, it works. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Well, on that note, Lance. Hold on. What? Loaded Lance.
Loaded Lance.
Loaded land.
Loaded Lance.
It's a hell of
Thank
a
you for
title.
joining us again tonight.
Oh,
You're
really,
welcome
man?
anytime, friend of the show.
No doubt.
Yes.
Lala, I'm sure you got 9 shout outs. Hit it.
Shout out RBA Rap Elite
Yeah.
Southpaw Battle Coalition going down this Saturday. The Multiverse. I will be there. It's gonna be fun.
No doubt. Shout out Skills, the big star
Yes.
for judging.
Mad Skills, Big Sty, Kane.
Kane.
What's that, man?
He at home. He'll be at the
He'll be
multiverse
at
Saturday.
Saturday.
I want to see Style with a band. I don't know why. I would like to see Style with a
That
band.
cold, bro.
I ain't gonna lie,
I can
I've
tell
seen
him
it.
you said
What-
Yeah.
Okay, the Multiverse of Richmond Music Hall. No, I haven't seen Style with a Band.
Did you
No,
know,
I
you
have.
know what Richard Music Hall is, right? Captain L.
I gotta find a video.
I don't know what that is.
The restaurant.
I know it
Captain
Captain
what?
D.
No, Captain L.
Captain right there.
Remember we
Yeah.
went there with Dwayne? Me and you and
On
Dwayne?
Main.
Capital
No, Main
L
Street.
Main Street.
Captain L House.
Capital L House. Oh yeah,
Restaurant.
Capital
Big
L
house.
House. Yeah, yeah.
Capital L House.
I said Captain. I said
Captain L.
Okay,
I'm
Captain
like,
L.
nah, I know what Captain Tom's
Look,
at.
y'all know,
My man. My
y'all know
bad.
what's after
You don't know
Rock
what
Band
Captain
saying.
L is.
Captain-
Captain L, yeah.
No, I know what you said. We from Richmond.
Sean said Captain D.
Oh, that's it.
Hey, Captain George is for real.
Yeah, right, that's what I said.
Y'all ain't been to
George.
Captain Tom's down Colonial Heights?
Yeah, I've been there.
No,
Yeah.
I've never heard of
Yeah.
it.
Is it by Virginia State?
On Temple, yeah.
Yeah, I've been there.
I was out with
Yeah,
Captain
shit bump.
George for my
Yeah,
birthday a
shit
couple
bump.
years ago.
Yeah.
Please, back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got it bump.
Last time I went to Petersburg, it looked like Trump dropped a bomb on that thing.
Still look like Trump.
This is not my place.
I was in Petersburg.
Wait till they
like,
build that casino though.
I was in Petersburg
Look,
like 10 o'clock
everybody
at
want to do
night.
these throwbacks. I'm like, if everybody
10 o'clock
ever
at
done,
night,
if
niggas
anybody ever
empty
done a
out that
throwback
bitch. I ran the
Alvina
red
show,
light.
it's gonna be crazy.
Because wasn't no police out that bitch. I ran the red light. Don't even matter.
I couldn't get no water on a Sunday in Petersburg one time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, wait till they build that casino. Petersburg will be like short pump, nigga.
Them
Tell
niggas, shit,
Yeah.
Hey,
them
bring
niggas
back
almost
Alvina
got
then.
they fire trucks repossessed. They gonna take the casino from them niggas. The whole building gonna be gone. Damn.
Yeah.
It was a time we used to pile up and head down the bird.
Goddamn right.
Oh my God.
Oh my
Magic
God.
stick, what, nigga? What,
Magic
nigga? What? Shout out Keith. Oh, it's Keith's birthday too. Shout out young Keith. Remember Keith? Shout out Keith's birthday.
Oh,
Sam Jenkins. Shout
okay.
out.
Oh.
Happy birthday,
Okay,
Sam
Keith.
Jenkins.
All right, man. On that note, motherfucker, yo.